Hey, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. How we doing? How we doing? Hopefully you can hear me all good. It's Friday. The weekend is finally upon us. Couldn't come any sooner either, actually. I've been waiting for this week to happen. Or this weekend to happen, should I say. It's been one of those. Looking like now, the garage that we're looking to get the car into. Can't get in for a couple of weeks as well. So it's like, What's going on, Apple? Welcome to the stream. Jamie, how's it going, guys? How's it going? How are we? Hopefully you've had a good day so far. Apologies about being late a little bit today. I haven't really got a good excuse, if I'm honest. I could make one up, but I haven't really got one. So yeah, my bad. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Good to see ya. Right, today we're going to play some PGR, we're going to play some solo level and Rise, and then we're going to play some Deadlock later, because I am addicted. I've got a problem, and it is in the form of Deadlock addiction. So yeah, we'll be playing that later. Guys, as well, if you are watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. It helps out a lot as well. Share to anybody who's been watching the videos as well recently. I very much appreciate that. You guys have been killing it, actually, so thank you for that. And yeah, hopefully everybody's just doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. We're in the right category on Twitch, are we? Let me just check if... let me refresh, actually. So I forgot to change when we first went live. Is it updated? Yeah. We're updated. We're going to watch a couple of videos, obviously. It's what we do. And then we're going to get into some gaming. How is everybody, guys? How is everybody? Yeah, obviously, link is in the chat on both channels. Pinned comment if you want to check that video out. Talking about the upcoming updates for Wuthering Waves in regards to some quality of life updates, controller support coming to mobile, the Echo synthesis with the data sets, the data merge, potentially getting some updates where you can batch select echoes by the looks of it, so you got a little bit of control over that now, which is nice, and just a few little quality of life updates, performances, all that sort of stuff, which is always good to hear. You know, these are the little things that, as they add up, makes the game a whole lot better, doesn't it? So that's good to hear. Very good, very good. But welcome. Man, I'm ready for this weekend. I'm telling you, next week's gonna be such a ball ache. I'm gonna have to walk to the gym. It's like I haven't been without a car since I started driving. So it's gonna suck, man. Yeah, it's like could be 3 weeks getting the one garage that we wanted to get it to, so I'm gonna have to try and see if I can get it in a different garage, or just bite the bullet and buy a new car. But I don't know if I could be asked to go through all that at the moment, you know what I mean? I don't know. Cars, who'd have them, eh? I wish I didn't have to. I'm not gonna lie though, I can't be mad. But like, since me and Rosie have got together, really, we've had very little car trouble, you know? I had a car that when I first got with Rosie, that like, thousands are put into that in the space of months, because it was just constantly having issues. And we've been lucky since, really. You know, we've had really no issues with the car. Battery died on me once on this car, and that's it. You know, I've had twice somebody's gone into me in an accident, but, you know, that's not the car's fault. Yeah, the car's held up, but the clutch finally gave out. Just it's going to look at costing about 800 quid, which obviously sucks. That could be 800 quid on waifus, man. You know? I'm joking. I wouldn't spend that much on waifus. Well, yet, anyway. Depends on how good the waifus are, right? Depends on how good the waifus are. We'll see what Kuro comes up with in the future, banners. I might change my mind then. I won't. I won't spend that much, I promise. I'll be a good boy. I'll be a good boy. Alright, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's play some videos, or should I say watch some videos, and then we'll play some games. That's what we'll do. We won't play some videos and watch some games. We'll do it the other way around. Okay? Let me just refresh this a second here, because something's... Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Move chat out of the way.
HoYo are working on...
Oh, we're going to watch a video from your guys' favorite guy. Okay? We know you love him. Let's check it out. Let me get chat back up so I can see. How's the audio? Is sounding good? We all right? Let me just double check, actually. Yeah, I think the audio's okay. Yeah, sweet. Awesome sauce. me adjust the volume on that. Bring it up just a little bit. And yeah, let's check this video out from Sticks then. HoYo's massive 5 new gacha announcement just shocked everyone. 5 new gacha announcement? Is this an actual new game? Because there's been rumors of a Genshin-like HoYo MMO. Apparently, don't know how true that is. I've heard it through the grapevine from multiple creators and multiple places now. So let's see what he's got to say in this video, guys. You should check Sticks out. If you like your gacha content, I'm sure you'll like some of his videos.
On 5 new gacha games right now. 5.
Is that from HoYo? Let me just start that again.
HoYo are working on 5 new gacha games right now.
Okay.
5.
All right.
Yeah, you heard that correctly. A modern, open world, urban, Unreal Engine.
I'm telling you, HoYo are looking at the games that are coming out all over the spot, aren't they? And they're just like, right, we've got to put something there to combat that one, something here to combat that one. We just got to be in all the spaces, right? We just got to make sure that nobody can encroach on our little space here. We want to control the market, which, hey, from a business standpoint, I guess it's kind of smart. These guys have made enough money over the last few years now to fund multiple projects, so why not try and capture even more of the gacha space? It's, you know, sensible business, really.
5 physically based rendering RPG. This is essentially Project Mugen or Neverness to Everness, but with
still
the
hype for that
polish. A realistic fantasy action physically based rendering on.
It might have the HoYo polish, but will it have the HoYo stinginess? Hopefully not. Hopefully a little bit more like Star Rail or Zenless, even though still could do with a little bit more generosity, but let's hope it's not like Genshin in that fact.
Unreal Engine 5 game that doesn't have any more information than that released at present. An animal anthropomorphic social chibi style life.
We've already saw this, haven't we? We spoke about this on the channel quite a while back. The one that was kind of like an Animal Crossing kind of game where it was more like a little farming thing, and we actually saw some gameplay of that, didn't we? So we already know about this one.
Life sim user-generated content games. This is Ask to Weave Heaven, which I'm assuming this is going to appeal to the Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, Rune Factory players. A brand new Honkai game. This is potentially going to be the Honkai MMO that they revealed. And finally, a European.
Oh, so it's less of a Genshin MMO, more of a Honkai MMO. Interesting. Okay, that sounds cool.
An American cartoon shooter set in the near future that is fantasy themed and a multiplayer game playable online with other people. Yeah, this, if it wasn't already aware, is going to
a PvP game. Is that, or is that co-op?
Be big. Now, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the
okay, I'm interested, I'm intrigued. You know, I want more from HoYo. A lot of people on my channel tend to think I'm a bit of a HoYo hater. Far from it. I like Genshin. I really like Star Rail. I really like Zenless Zone Zero as well. And I do really like Genshin. I just think that there's lots of issues within that game that are just simple little fixes, and it just really annoys me that HoYo don't make the fixes, because they've like implemented some of the changes in their other games and refused to do it for Genshin, and then there's just quality of life things that just couldn't be fixed, and it's like, you know, I won't carry on.
Bell notification, that way you remain up to date with every single thing that I post, and I post daily. Do not miss out. MiHoYo's new recruitment information showcases several new games from the company. And
this is big. This is big.
Has a lot of information, interestingly enough, with imagery. It is all in Chinese. However, it was translated into English.
Hey, let's go. We know it's going to be a perfect translation, right? There's going to be no issues, surely.
This depicts several different games, 5 in total, I think. Scrolling down, reading through this, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We can see that this game is going to be a modern, urban, open world, stylized, rendering multi-story, Unreal Engine powered.
Multi-storied line. What does that mean? Is it going to be like different stories for different characters, branching stories, multiple stories going on at the same time, where you're going to see it from like different perspectives, potentially, maybe?
RPG. So a modern, urban, open world RPG. This is
interesting. So it's saying here, UE5, are these going to be running on Unreal 5? Because I was led to believe that Genshin are working on their own engine, apparently. And I think, well, HoYo are working on their own engine. It was going to be called the Genshin engine. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody let me know in the comments. Was I led astray there? Because I'd heard that. So maybe this is just not ready yet, potentially, you know, maybe they're going for that extra sizzly special visuals that you're potentially going to get from UE5. My only worry is, I hope it's got the HoYo aesthetic to it, because there's a lot of games that are coming out in UE5 at the moment. It's still early days that just kind of look like UE5 slop. And that's not that the Unreal Engine is a bad engine. Of course it's not. It's just that they seem to be just not utilizing it to its maximum strengths, and they just kind of come out looking very similar. Look good fidelity-wise, but just, look really generic.
Like Zenless Zone Zero, but in a world like Genshin Impact. Down here we see an Unreal Engine 5 powered realistic action fantasy game.
Okay.
This doesn't say that it's open world. However, realistic fantasy.
That makes me think it'll have like sort of like a Final Fantasy 16 kind of graphic style, rather than the heavily artistic, cartoony comic style that we used to with HoYo. Interesting. Okay.
Action. This might ultimately end up being something more like Zenless, but with a fantasy setting rather than an urban setting. Here we have animal anthropomorphism, which is creatures kind of, I guess, if you're
one for the furries, basically one for the furries. That's what that's for.
I don't, can Zenless be considered a game that uses anthropomorphic
definitely
creatures?
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
no, for sure, like some of the characters are definitely I'm not even going to try and attempt the word right now. I'm not even going to try and attempt it because my pronunciation is dog water. But
humanoid animal people,
definitely,
or maybe something more like Neko girls and Neko guys would be. Interestingly enough, this game does say it is a life simulation socializing gacha, which is, I guess, might be something to do with
try it, but it's not necessarily for me.
Heaven game that they're making. Here we have a modern town. The sense of life accompanied by elves, fun, fantasy, stylized rendering. So here we have a European and American cartoon-inspired shooting game that is set in a futuristic fantasy.
What does that mean then? A European and American cartoon shooting near future fantasy online? Does that mean it's gonna be like with cartoon-like visuals, but it's gonna be near, so it's gonna like Call of Duty, but with the MiHoYo visual style? Like, what does that mean?
Setting that looks as though it's also going to be online. Okay, this I think might be their first like full
Valorant cross COD.
Not a game that requires online connectivity to play like Genshin or Zenless or Honkai Star Rail, but rather an actual
it's gonna be co-op or PvP,
where people can either play together or forced to play together, whether it's PvE or PvP oriented.
I did say this. I said it wouldn't be long until HoYo try and branch out into the shooter space. I'm surprised that we haven't really got a gacha game like that just yet. And I guess probably it's going to need somebody with the HoYo-verse, credentials and capabilities, money, to do something like that, at least to make it work really well, because the core shooting part of the game has got to be done well, hasn't it? Otherwise, it's just going to flop. Unless it's like a full-on mobile game, then I guess they can get away with it. But if you want it to work across platforms, which seems to be HoYo's MO now, they want it to be on PC, they want it to be on consoles as well, day one. So it's got to be tight, it's got to work well. And I feel like they are the company that potentially could do that, because they've got the they've got the cash, haven't they? Really, they've got the infrastructure to make something like that happen.
This is interesting. This is actually kind of fascinating. Navigating back to Reddit, it does seem as though they translated it, I guess, in a little bit more detail, a little bit more accurately. Character concept art: a modern city, an open world, stylized rendering, multiple different storylines, physically based rendering, Unreal Engine 5 role-playing game. This, I think, is going to be the big one. Open world, modern, physically.
See, I'm here for that. Modern city, open world, because this is one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to Nevernis to Evernis, because as your Premiliat looks amazing, but we've got Genshin, we've got Wuthering Waves, and that doesn't mean we can't have more games like that, because, we wouldn't have had Wuthering Waves otherwise, and I really like that. But I want something open world within the gacha space, but not necessarily the fantasy setting that we've got now. Or if it's fantasy, but maybe something different, so it doesn't necessarily look like the evergreen world that you're rolling around doing the same sort of thing. That's why I'm really looking forward to Nevernis to Evernis. So, hey, if HoYo can bring something out that's along those lines, that's got the HoYo polish, as he said, I'm here for that. I'm definitely here for that.
Base rendering Unreal Engine 5 RPG. Game number 2, a realistic fantasy action physically based rendering Unreal Engine 5 game. Game number 3 is going to be about animals, anthropomorphism, social interaction. It's going to be a chibi style.
Not for me. Not for me.
We'll check it out
though.
So this is definitely the Astroweave Heaven game.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 4 is a Honkai intellectual property game, a modern town, sense of life, spirit companion, fun fantasy, stylized.
What does that mean? Sense of life? Is it going to be like a sim game or something? You know, is it trying to be HoYo's version of The Sims? Along those lines, sense of life. I'm not too sure exactly what that means.
Rendering. What this is probably, or maybe the Honkai MMO that they announced. Before we go any further, let me take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I cannot thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep talking. Game number 5, European and American cartoon shooting set in the near future, a fantasy game that is also multiplayer.
That's what I'm curious about. Multiplayer, is that PvE co-op? Is that PvP? Is that like, I don't know. Where are we going with this? I'm very intrigued by this. Is this going to be gacha? Because how do you really make a game that's going to appeal to people, not just on mobile, but on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, that's PvP and has a gacha component, and it doesn't totally like just break the game. It's not totally imbalanced. It's something that's just not fun unless you're a big spender. Of course, we know those components are going to obviously come in some form that you're going to have some sort of benefit, but I wonder how egregious that benefit will be. But I'm here for it. I've been wanting an anime style shooter for a while. Whether is this going to be first person, third person, that'll be interesting to find out as well. And yeah, if it's going to be PvP also. Is it going to be arena? Is it going to be like an extraction shooter?
Quite the diverse selection of genres, subgenres in gaming. If there's one thing HoYo has made very apparent, it is that they want to take over the gaming space. They want to dominate every single market they can.
Potentially as well. What's the possibility that some of these are not even gacha games? There's a potential that like maybe they're just trying to branch out into other spaces of gaming. They're seeing at the moment Western studios slipping in specific areas. Obviously, looking at this American European shooter, maybe they're looking like, okay, there's a spot here for us to enter the market, potentially grab up some of these players, give them maybe what they want. Maybe I just have standard microtransactions in the game and it not necessarily be gacha related. I'd be interested to see that as well, because I've been waiting for HoYo to do that sort of thing, actually. Because China and the East is rising as a gaming power. It's evident. The West is slipping massively in a lot of regards recently. IPs for years and decades being ignored by companies like Sony. Game companies desperately trying to inject things into games that people just don't want. And games just not living up to what they were expected to be over and over and over again. I think if the Chinese market can really just get the polish and story up to scratch on a lot of games, and I'm not saying that all of them don't, or I think if they can really like get that locked in, they could really take over the Western market.
Genshin Impact is what kickstarted everything. An open world action anime RPG. Honkai Star. Okay, well, I mean, we can go back, I guess, to Honkai Impact, which was an instance level based anime action RPG, or even further back with Tears of Themis. Or I think were they the ones that made Gun Girl Z? They're the ones that made Gun Girl Z, right? So I guess we can't go all the way back, but Genshin really kickstarted their
definitely, like, Genshin was really for me the first gacha game that like stepped outside the niche of the gacha space, didn't it? It became a game that like become global as well. It wasn't so much centered around the East. It became this international, well-known game that like normies knew about. And I'm talking about me in that regard. I'm a gamer, but I didn't come into Genshin until last year. But I heard about Genshin. I hadn't heard about 99% of all the other gacha games, but everybody pretty much knew about Genshin. The game was huge and still is huge, so it broke the mold. It was, all the gacha games that we're getting now, all roads lead back to Genshin in that regard, don't they? Genshin walks, so a lot of these games can run, to be fair.
Universe. Then we had Honkai Star Rail, which was a segregated world, not instance, not open world, but segregated world, turn-based anime RPG, which did incredibly well. Then we had Zenless Zone Zero, which is
Star Rail's just a straight up JRPG, a linear straight up JRPG that's just got a gacha system.
RPG where you deploy characters on mission, so it's closer to Honkai Honkai Impact than it is a Honkai Star Rail or Genshin. And then we have all of these. We have other open world games coming that are action based. We have games being built on Unreal Engine 5. We have fantasy games, realistic games, anthropomorphic games, social games, chibi games, life sim games, and you know, whatever this ultimately ends up being. A European.
I think I'm really intrigued by this the most. I don't know if it'll be the one that I'll want the most, but I'm so curious of where they're going with this. Is this like, again, is it PvP? Is it PvE? Is it like an arena shooter? Is it more of a tactical kind of thing? Is it going to be third person? Is it going to be first person? Is it going to be like an extraction type of game? Is it going to be a more open world thing? You know, is it going to be survival? There's so many potential possibilities for this that I'm so interested of what it possibly could be.
An American cartoon shooting game. I don't know about that one. I will give HoYo credit here. They have not missed the mark yet. Genshin and Honkai Star Rail are gargantuan success.
That's one thing. I think you have got to give credit where credit's due in terms of HoYo. Now, we can pull them up on a lot of things in regards to generosity in some of the titles. Not all of them, really. But it's a spectrum. It definitely gets better in some of the titles than in others. But I think when it comes to quality, when it comes to minute-to-minute gameplay, I think they do a really good job of that. Now, I know some people are not big fans of Zenless at all, but I think Zenless is a fun game. It's super casual. Gacha games are casual, full stop. But Genshin, Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero, all, in my opinion, totally, like, they're good games, I think. They're all above average games. I'm still yet to play Impact, and I'm going to play that soon to get a feel of that as well. I've yet to play that, but we are probably play that in the next coming weeks.
Says Zenless Zone Zero is also a very, very successful game. Not as successful as the two aforementioned, but you know,
hey,
it is
there's still time. There's still time.
Successful, quite popular. This
I don't think it will be, but you know.
I don't know. The reason people love all of HoYo's games are because the stories are good, the voice acting is good, the gameplay is good, the content in the games is good, but more than everything else, the graphics are good. Now, yeah, WuWa might have
I think it's less about the actual graphics. It's the art style. This is where they smash it. They smash it with the art style. You know, because in my opinion, you can look at like say Wuthering Waves and Genshin. Wuthering Waves is graphically a better looking game in regards to fidelity, graphical fidelity. It's better looking, but that doesn't mean that Genshin isn't a gorgeous game in terms of art style. I say this all the time, and I think Wuthering Waves is as well. Graphics will only look good for so long, and then they become outdated. Art styles last. They're everlasting. You can go back and look at games 10, 20 years old, and sometimes even older, that it was all about the art style rather than trying to make it look really good. And it just, you know, it stands the test of time.
Better like character models and terrain than Genshin now, but that's because, you know, this is a modern game rather than Genshin, which is like 4 or 5 years old now. But then Honkai Star Rail looks a lot better than Genshin.
You know, if they're running on UE5 as well, they're going to look great. They are going to look great.
As we have seen, every HoYo game gets progressively better looking, but they all maintain the beautiful, crisp, very fluid, very polished anime aesthetic. And I don't know if you can necessarily do that with a cartoon game, like one that is focused on American and European
I think you definitely can.
Characters
for sure.
and aesthetics.
Who's to say when they're saying European and American here, and they say cartoon, maybe we're looking at like the Marvel style, the DC style of comic book cartoon, you know, that sort of style, that you know, with the modern comic book cartoons, you know, that it's got closer to an anime aesthetic in a way. It's obviously not, but you understand what I'm saying. Maybe it's going to look like that. The characters aren't going to have this anime look, but they're still going to look really nice, but just in this Western style, which I do definitely prefer the style of anime. You know, I'm biased in that regards, but I'm here for that. If the aesthetic and the art style is gorgeous, then I'm definitely here for that.
Anime is incredibly successful. Cartoons, on the other hand, not so much, outside of children anyway. I think there is a lot of potential.
I don't know, like, you know, you got things like Invincible and stuff, you know. There are plenty of Western-styled adult style cartoons, just, you know, that anime is way more successful. Like, there's no doubt about that.
For several of these games,
especially for adults.
Sweet Heaven game, 100%. That's going to appeal to Animal Crossing, to Harvest Moon, to Rune Factory, to Stardew Valley players, and probably open up the entire like player base for all HoYo games to something they never.
They're trying to get the fingers in all of the pies,
because
basically.
If you think about it, Zenless and Honkai and Genshin, they all kind of tap into the same player base. Maybe each game opens their total player pool up by maybe 10, maybe 20%. But this right here, this is millions of people that don't play their games that might in the future. And even if they don't, the people that spend on this game are not going to be the people that are spending on all their other games, which means a total gross.
I think, even though I do think there's a sizable female audience in gacha games, maybe larger than in others. I don't know the numbers on that. You know, it's like Valorant. Valorant seems to have a bit females represented a little bit more than, say, something like Counter-Strike or Call of Duty. Just from anecdotal, and I've heard from other people as well. But yeah, I feel like a chibi Animal Crossing or a life sim kind of game would definitely bring in a lot more women, wouldn't it, into the title, and a lot more likely to spend, you know, especially if it comes to clothing and you know, decorations for your home and all that sort of stuff. I definitely do think that will drive a more female audience and attract a lot more females to the space as well, and then potentially they'll venture off into the rest of the HoYo universe.
Revenue increase of something they probably never expected. I think this new open world game, the fact that it is going to be a modern open world, it said urban, right? Urban, open world stylized RPG. This could be essentially the Project Mugen before Project Mugen releases.
Dude, that'll be insane if this did actually come before Project Mugen, because it looks like Neverness to Everness is going to happen before it. You know, that game popped out, everybody was hyped, it got like 5 million freaking pre-registrations off the initial trailer, and then they just went radio silent. And if Neverness to Everness and then HoYo's game comes out before that, that's just wild.
I can't believe, like, when Mugen announced, people lost their minds. Neverness to Everness was announced. People were like, oh, this could be the Project Mugen that Project Mugen never was. But no, when this game comes out, people are even gonna be like, Neverness to Ever what?
He's got to get that hotter slander in there, hasn't he? He's got to get it in there. Well, I don't know, maybe lots of people will think like that. I think the people who are Genshin players or HoYo, who prefer to stay in the HoYo ecosystem will think like that. I won't. I think Neverness to Everness looks great, and I'm here for it. Now, I'm not saying that the HoYo version of that kind of thing is probably going to look a little bit better, especially on UE5 and with the artistic talent they've got there. Okay, I'll give him that, but yeah, man, I'm still hyped for Neverness to Everness sticks. Any chance, man? Any chance to roast hotter?
But this is very cool. I like that HoYo are working on 5 new games. 5. The Nikkei devs are working on 1.
This is massive. This is massive.
Are working on 1. Kudo with Project Nami are working on 1. All these other big gacha studios are working on like 1 game, maybe 2. Here's HoYo,
but the resources of HoYo,
on 5. You know, 5 entire
it's in another
upcoming gacha games. 5. God damn, dude, this is, oh my god, this is interesting. This is gonna be big.
This is huge. I think this is huge for people who are interested in gacha games. I think this is huge. I know people, it's cool nowadays to rag on HoYo. You know, I get it. It is. It's the in thing to do. I like to do it myself sometimes. It's funny. It's funny, especially when you see HoYo people lose their mind over stuff. You only have to criticize Genshin and they get crazy. But this is big. You know, they're covering a lot of different genres, and let's not pretend that they don't. In my opinion, anyway, I think they make good games, and this is going to be a lot of competition for a lot of spaces within the gacha game. And again, this European American shooter, what if it's not even a gacha game? You know, maybe they're branching outside the space, they're trying stuff, they're experimenting, potentially trying to grab some of the Western audience. We'll see.
They are going to dominate the gacha market more than ever before. And honestly, I can't wait to cover it all. Hey you, where do you think you're going? Don't you close out of this tab. I didn't give you permission.
Okay, all right, interesting. So, yeah, this is really big, this is. I'm here for it. I guess we'll wait, get more news, see what's happening. but I think this is massive for the space. It's definitely going to make a lot of the developers be like, okay, oh shit, let's get to work, boys. Let's get to work. We got some problems on the horizon. But hopefully we start to see some sort of stuff trickling down to us very soon. We get some imagery, we get some gameplay, we get some artwork, we get more of a premise and more of an idea of what these games are going to be. I'm really interested in the shooter concept just because I think it's interesting to see what that's actually going to be. We've already saw the gameplay for the one, the chibi style Animal Crossing kind of game. We saw that. It looks okay. It's not really for me. I'll try it out, but I'm not really into those sort of games, so it's not something that I'm going to play. I know that 99% sure, unless they do something insane. It's got no combat as well, apparently, so it's not really for me, but I'm sure lots of people will like that. But yeah, HoYo, working on 5 new gacha games. It didn't actually say that they were all gacha games, did it? Or am I tripping? But massive news. Guys, check Six out. This is why I like watching Six's channel. Hits me with the knowledge, hits me with the stuff that I didn't really know about. And I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Great video. Great video. Yo, what's going on, Zeno? Welcome to the stream. Zelly's main problem is that it totally didn't work on Android game. Crashes game, stuck on a lot of black screen, freezes, and he's like 95% of the Android devices. Devs. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know either as well. Somebody commented on my video that regarding controller support, HoYo sold the rights to controller support to Apple. So you don't get controller support on Android. Is that true? Because that's fucking insane. If that's true. I didn't know that. Well, shit. Crazy, man. Crazy. But yeah, that's massive. That's massive. If you're into gacha games, that's pretty big. Drag me back down. Let's check this video out from Kazahana, shall we?
So Wuthering Waves may have
Look at Neil's comment in a bit. Right, let me get chat back up. All right then, video from Kazahana. The title's got me interested. Wuthering Waves' secret plan to destroy HoYoverse. Well, I don't think it's very secretive for talking about it. And, really? I don't know about this one. Destroy HoYoverse? I think the only people who are capable of destroying the HoYoverse are HoYoverse themselves. They are too powerful. Let's check it out.
So Wuthering Waves may have one of the smartest marketing strategies that I've ever seen, and I really hope that it pays off. Recently, you may have seen with
I'm interested to hear about this because as things go, that is one of HoYo's, Kuro's weakest parts of their business at the moment, in my opinion, is the marketing. It's, you know, it's quite non-existent for the most part, in my opinion. Now, obviously, in other places, it's probably a little bit better, and I understand the further you go east, the better it gets, but I definitely think it's the weakest weapon in their armory, shall we say.
With the gacha revenue chart, Wuthering Waves hasn't been looking too hot. They made 13.5 million last month, which again is still a pretty decent amount. And in my last video, I actually talked about
we can
it
at least double
whether
that.
it's something to be worried about,
I reckon
whether the revenue is
PC's
going to go
probably
up,
doing
and
the
some
same,
future
or
changes
not,
we're
if
going
not
to
more.
see. But obviously, a lot of these future changes that I talk about have actually been mentioned in this Black Shores preview. And in this Black Shores preview, they talk about a ton of new stuff. Obviously, the Black Shores come into the game, some new mechanics, some new characters, and a ton more content coming to the game in general. But obviously, these updates are all cool and that, but it won't work without the correct marketing, and I think the Wuthering Waves have really hit the nail on the head here. In this video, we're going to be going through a couple of marketing things that Wuthering Waves have actually been doing. As you know, I like to cover a lot of the advertising kind of side of Wuthering Waves on this channel. I do like to, you know, go through a lot of their JP advertising, some of the English advertising, and even some of the Chinese advertising to see how they're doing and how they compare to their previous game, Punishing Grey Raven, which obviously didn't have much advertising at all. But Wuthering Waves have recently done
Hey, we're going to be playing that today.
A few things, especially with the new character Zhang Liao, to kind of promote their game and also to compete with some other gacha games in the space. And honestly, I find it kind of surprising. But before I get into all of that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And also give it to Gamers Subs, use my code Kazoe and get yourself 10% off a ton of...
Yeah, again for me though, their marketing, it could do with some work. Definitely could do with some work.
What? Did we just become best friends?
You know?
MK1 Roy followed your channel.
Cheers, man. Appreciate ya.
So I definitely recommend going over there, having a look, and getting some free shipping and 10% off using my code. But let's get back into the video. Yeah, as I said, this developer's message was huge, and there was a lot of stuff that Crow Games covered, and it was really exciting to see. Now, they did miss out a lot of other things like the Shorekeeper and some details like that, which I'm sure that we'll see in the future, and if anything, is kind of exciting to see, because obviously it means they probably left out a few other bits of information too, which we don't know about. So hopefully we do get surprised in this next update. But what I've been saying is that the Black Shores is going to be the update that is going to, you know, kind of expand the
Can we get to the marketing part of things? I'm interested.
world of Wuthering Waves and kind of expand it to new region, which again is super exciting. But with releasing new regions, you need to build up the hype, and also you need to build up the advertising campaign.
Okay.
We've seen it with Natlan and Genshin Impact. Obviously, they've been building that up for months now. And obviously the game's out now, and there's a ton of people playing it. Even people that used to like hate Genshin Impact are now playing the game, which again is absolutely amazing to see from HoYoverse. And obviously they had a very good run whenever it comes to marketing. But just the other day, Wuthering Waves actually released a trailer for Zhangli Yao. It's called The Ultimate Truth, and it says, "One day I'll reach the stars on a path of my own choosing."
I still haven't yet to watch this.
Claim Resonator Zhangli Yao for free from the 7th of September to the 28th of September. Participate in the By the Moon's Grace event and earn popularity from the Moon Chasing Festival upon reaching specific popularity. The 5-star Resonator Zhangli Yao can be claimed from the Converging Pass event page. Retweet this post and we'll choose 5 winners for a character standee and 5 for a flowing sand ornament. Again, that last bit was kind of irrelevant, but pretty much they released this entire trailer for Zhangli Yao, which I probably will play throughout this video. And it's a really, really cool trailer. I think
at least they've dropped the trailer before the character this time, rather than dropping it as the banner went live, which was kind of weird with Yinlin. So they're learning, they're getting there. This is good to see.
If this wasn't a character that we're getting for free, I possibly would have pulled for him. Usually I don't pull a lot of male characters in, you know, gacha games and stuff because they're not designed as well. I think that's a big argument. I did bring this up in my
Okay, I think that's probably fair. I think it's probably not so much they're not designed as well. It's probably the time's not put into the design because they know where the audience is going. But one thing I will say, I know I'm a glazer when it comes to Wuthering Waves. Calcharo and Jian are fucking badass. They are such Giga Chad characters in my opinion. I think a lot of the time it's not necessarily that they're not designed well as well. There's a lot of like Twinkie type characters when it comes to the dudes, like especially Genshin. Now I know some of the later characters haven't been so bad, and they're definitely better in Star Rail. I like the male characters in Star Rail. You know, Blade's dope. There's a bunch of other cool characters as well. But I just think in Genshin, man, there's a lot of like proper like Twinkie kind of characters that are just like not intriguing at all. It's like if I'm having a male character, I want the dude to be like either a really cool character, have some sort of like cool elements to his design, or just be like a badass looking dude. And yeah, most of the characters in Genshin don't really have that. But Calcharo and Jian, fire.
Twitter a while ago that people have, they say, oh, people don't pull on male characters don't sell.
This is true.
Well, it's pretty much because these gacha games aren't making them good. Maybe they're really good in terms of the meta and in terms of doing damage, but in terms of overall design and overall, you know, depth of character,
I just like my male character that doesn't like a twink. I don't know. You've got Blade. You've got what's his name? The freaking dude who carries around the what is it? A coffin? I forgot his name now. What's it? I'm forgetting all the names in Star Rail now. It's been that long since I've played it. The dude who heals himself with the drinks. You know the guy. I'm trying to remember his name. I forgot. Anyway, let's carry on.
I just don't think they work on them, you know, nearly enough, and that's why no one really pulls them. But it seems like with Zhangli Yao, this is a little bit different. It seems like, you know, with the trailer and stuff, they really cooked with the music, and they really cooked with his overall design. And obviously, this has got 3 million views, which is quite a lot of views for a gacha game, especially for Wuthering Waves. So it's super exciting to see that they've gotten this popularity from this trailer. But also, you may have noticed one thing, which is that also on the same day, Zenless Zone Zero released their banner for Jane Doe. Jane Doe is a massive character. Honestly, this has been blowing up my Twitter feed.
Massive, yeah, dude. She's got massive yams. The cake is ridiculous. The thigh jiggle, the ass jiggle in her animations is pretty fire. I've got to get back on Zenless to try and just pull for a man.
With her overall design, obviously, lots of people like it in many ways possible. Pretty much, this was released on the 4th of September, and so was this trailer. And it seems like Wuthering Waves are really trying to compete with Zenless Zone Zero here. And obviously, which one's the bigger banner? I think Jane Doe is going to do a lot better than Zhangli Yao. But it is really nice to see that Wuthering Waves do have some marketing strategies in mind to kind of compete with this kind of stuff. And I think it kind of proves that they're not trying to compete with Genshin Impact. They're not trying to compete with Honkai Star or some of these massive games that have already been established for like over a year, and obviously Genshin Impact for years. They're trying to compete.
Interesting. I'm curious to the reasoning why he thinks he's trying to directly. It's a conscious decision by Kuro to try and compete with Zenless Zone Zero. I know it's a new hot sauce in terms of it's their newest game, but I just don't think. Of course, I know there's a lot of crossover in the gacha space anyway, but I just don't really see them as two direct competitors. I know that they might not want to compete with Genshin because of how big it is, but I just think in terms of the players that are going to be playing your game regularly and most of the time, I think they're the two that, like, you know, they are the closest in terms of comparable gameplay, aren't they? Let's face it, Wuthering Waves is directly inspired by Genshin and is a lot closer to Genshin than any of the other games in the space, especially HoYo space as well.
With the game that came out at a similar time, which is Zelda Zone Zero, and obviously, you know, releasing a free 5-star where you actually have to, you know, engage with the game, which again I think is another great move by, you know, Kuro Games.
I don't know, man. I think Zenless is on a much larger level, don't you reckon?
And then popularity. It means someone has to go into the game, do the event, and actually gain some points in this event so that you can get this character, making them like inadvertently play the game, you know? Because a lot of people out there, whenever it comes to gacha games or Wuthering Waves, and even I do the same, you know, you think about playing Wuthering Waves, but then you just can't be asked. Whereas if you got some kind of motivator like claiming a free 5-star, someone will get into the game and they'll probably play the game even more than they were intending on doing it, because, you know, Wuthering Waves is a good game. It's just that thought and that, you know, actual action of getting into the game to do this event, to claim Zhang Liao. We'll get more players playing just for this, and also, you know, people will play afterwards. And
I'll tell you what'll do that as well. It's not just banners, it's getting some actual events into the game that are meaningful in terms of, like, because my biggest problem with Wuthering Waves, and we're still early, and I know that, well, I hope we get there, is that at the moment, the events are just kind of like, well, here's the reward at the end of the event. That's the main thing. That they're not bad events. They're just, I just want a bit more. I want the events to be something that makes me want to play the game for the gameplay loop, where most of the events are just like, let me just like power through this event to get the rewards at the end of the event, which is fine. And I'm fine with all those sort of events being there because it's extra way to get asteroids in the game and whatever in the game, so you can continue on your road down the journey of leveling up and pulling banners and all this sort of stuff. But this is where, again, I want the sort of, like, you know, like dungeon raid type content, world boss type content that's less about the actual rewards. It's not so much a farming point of content in the game. It's just a content that's there to, oh, do you know what? There's been a weekly reset. We've got a new world boss. We've got new additions to the dungeon. You know, there's going to be new affixes. There's going to be new nerfs. They're going to have a different end boss. I'm going in. I'm running that because it's going to be dope. And that's what's going to get people coming back and wanting to load the game up, rather than like, well, I guess I'll boot up today because I need to get those rewards. And I get it. That's one of the pulls of gacha. But I think this is where Kuro have got to go a different direction with Wuthering Waves, because I don't think they're going to compete in that sense with your Zenlesses, with your Star Rails, with your Genshin Impacts, because they're just not on that level. Maybe there will be one day, but I think the way they can get to that level is by using the gameplay and the attraction of the gameplay loop to get you to that, rather than the events being like, oh, I've got extra stuff now for the banner. Because I don't want the game necessarily just to be about the next banner, you know, always be about the next banner, more than it be about, like, there's some really cool gameplay events coming up.
Realize, hey, actually there's a lot of stuff to actually still do in this game, which again I think is amazing. And pretty much they're trying to take away a lot of the attention from the Jane Doe.
Still gonna play the new event as well, actually.
You literally just need to pull on it and then you've got her, you know? It's pretty easy. You know, you can play around with her a bit if you want, but again, once you pulled her, there's not really any kind of time sensitive stuff compared to the Zhang Liao stuff, because obviously they said from the 7th to the 28th of September, you only have that amount of time to actually do the event. So someone's probably going to be more inclined to play Wuthering Waves straight away, and then maybe play a little bit of Zelda Zone Zero and pull for the character just to get her, which kind of takes up a lot of time for people. So obviously someone's going to go for Wuthering Waves, seeing as it's more time sensitive. But in terms of overall hype, obviously the Jane Doe banner has been absolutely...
I would say, though, that most people that really want to get Zhang Liao have probably completed the event now, or have at least started it, I would think, anyway. I would assume, anyway.
Absolutely massive. And I don't think that this trailer and this event is going to necessarily kill it or anything. I think it's actually going to do the opposite. I think Jane Doe's actually going to triumph over this, and I think, you know, it's just way too big of a banner to be competing with. But it is really good to see that Wuthering Waves are actually trying to, you know, compete with this kind of stuff, compete with Zelda Zone Zero, and hopefully we'll see it more in the future with the Black Shores update, and with, you know, some of the other updates coming to the game soon.
See, so what I think with this, with Zhang Liao, I think Zhang Liao is more just the rework of the rework that should have happened for Calcharo, in my opinion. I think he's just a replacement for Calcharo, because I'm hoping that at some point Calcharo is going to get a rework, and potentially that might happen when he's introduced into the story possibly in the future. If he gets a future banner potentially, then I think we'll see a rework of Calcharo. Maybe it's something that they're working on, but it's going to take a while, and this character was already coming in, because he kind of almost feels like he's going to be the replacement for Calcharo in that regard. Slightly different, but at the same time, slightly similar. And I just think that that's why we're getting him for free, because it's like, hey guys, this guy's going to replace that guy for you, rather than it being like, oh, we've got this new character out that can kind of do what Calcharo does it a little bit better, but you're going to have to pay for it, you know? So like, I feel like that's why he's free, rather than like it being any attempt to compete with Zenless in that regards, because, okay, people are going to come on, do the banner, and then get the character, but it's not going to compete in the business side of things. It's not going to keep people attached to the game. And I feel like the people who are going to be going for Zhang Li Yao are already, you know, they've got that attachment to Wuthering Waves, you know?
Because obviously, you know, in the past, Wuthering Waves adapted their schedule to kind of compete with Zenless Zone Zero in terms of updates, in terms of bringing out new characters, which is probably why we're also.
Well, I think they brought it forward to not clash with it, didn't they?
The Zhang Li Yao banner, and you know, with him coming out at the same time as Jane Doe, it's probably because, you know,
I think it was less
the
to
banners
compete
have
with it,
kind of
was trying
aligned
not
and
to
they're coming
clash
out at the
with it.
same time. But I definitely think that this event to get him for free was planned by Kuro Games to come out at the same time as this Zenless Zone Zero banner to kind of keep people interested in Wuthering Waves before Zhang Li Yao comes out. Because again, I think they actually have really cooked this character, and I think that a lot of people, if they just go and play the game and go and play Zhang Li Yao, they will enjoy it. And hopefully this has worked out for Wuthering Waves, and that we'll see an increase in the gacha revenue soon. Because I think that next month with the gacha revenue chart, we're going to see Zenless Zone Zero skyrocketing again with the Jane Doe banner. I reckon it's going to be up in like the 40-45 million kind of area. I don't think it's going to go up too much, like 70s or whatever, because usually that's what you're going to get on like a release day. Obviously on the release day we got 99 million, so I don't think it's going to go anything super explosive, but I definitely think it's going to go up with the release of Jane Doe. And
I genuinely wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I think people underestimate the spending pool of something like Zenless Zone Zero, in my opinion. I think because of it being such a hop in, hop out kind of game, I think China specifically spend big on the game, you know? And I think there's people just in the HoYo space now, and HoYo is smart. They're working on 5 games now. But I was saying before, they've only got to get one more major title out in their lineup now, you know, as a premium newer title. I know they've got Impact third, but once they have that, they will have a major update happening to each game every week in a way. Well, they'll probably need an extra one, because Genshin's getting to that point where Genshin is starting to wind down, in my opinion. And I think that's why we're seeing these 5 games being worked on as future-proofing for that inevitability. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see anywhere up of 60 million plus on the Zenless banner, if I'm honest.
hopefully with the release of Zhang Li Yao and maybe the Shortkeeper, I'm not sure whenever the Shortkeeper is actually coming out, Wuthering Waves can actually go up a little bit too, because we've been declining every single month, which again isn't great to see. But as I mentioned in my previous video, we have had a few slower updates, and you know, a lot of these games have had some more higher updates and more, you know, interest.
It's not just that though as well, like the money's getting diluted across the space more and more now, and I think this is one of, it's good for us, but it's not necessarily good for Kuro. But then again, it depends on how much Kuro need to be making every month to be a good month for them, really, you know? And we don't have the PC numbers, which I do think with Wuthering Waves are a lot higher percentage-wise than some of the other games, because just that this game really isn't a mobile game. It's just a game that's got a mobile version. And I think there's a lot more people spending on PC, and when it comes to PS5, I think that's really going to benefit them. But I think it's the generosity as well a little bit. There's not so much of a need to spend when you get so much free stuff, and have gotten free stuff in the game. And recent characters haven't necessarily been account changing characters, especially with Zhez is great. But, you know, I think a lot of people probably are waiting for Shortkeeper as well, because I think she's going to be the best addition for your account in terms of like a support kind of sustain, the role she fits. We've kind of been crying out for a while, haven't we, really?
Updates that have brought them up on the gacha revenue chart. So at some point, some of these games aren't going to have some, you know, interesting events going on, and Wuthering Waves might. So hopefully we'll see this go up in the future soon, because I do want to see Wuthering Waves succeed. I think it's a very good game. The developers work
It's a
hard
great game.
It
is my favorite gacha game.
And actually enjoy making. But with Wuthering Waves, I think that money is, you know, just a small issue for them. Obviously, I said about a quote of someone saying, as long as it's, you know, making a fine amount of money, like enough to actually run, they're going to keep making it, because they do enjoy making Wuthering Waves. And, you know,
I think it needs to go just beyond that. It needs to not just be keeping the lights on. It needs to be making enough profit to be seen as a priority for them. And as long as it does that, I'm happy, because I'm not one of these guys that's like, I need to see the company making crap tons of money because it doesn't benefit us. I want to see enough money coming into the company for them to put it back into the game and, you know, by that fact, we just get a better game.
Giving a lot of content to you guys. So again, it seems like Wuthering Waves are really trying with a lot of their marketing, and hopefully we can see this, you know, in the gacha revenue chart and in other kind of metrics soon. Yeah, that's about what I got for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that this is a good kind of move from Wuthering Waves, or do you think that it's not really going to do much and that, you know, not very many people are going to come over for a free Zhangli Yao? And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. And
yeah, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference in regards to pulling people over who weren't playing Wuthering Waves anyway. I think it's going to pull people to come back. They're going to come back to build him, play him on day one. I don't think they're going to stick around because Zhangli Yao's in the game and it's just changing the game, because at the end of the day, the content's still the same. This is where I say that I think the best way for Kuro to go about this is to separate the self in regards to events and make the game all about that. Start bringing some MMO elements into the game in regards to, like I say, events, gameplay loops, you know, raids, dungeons, world bosses, world events, this sort of stuff that's really there that can be made right away anyway. We saw with the Zhangli quest, it's a dungeon, you know what I mean? We're seeing with the encore stuff coming, they're going to be bringing platform stuff into that as well. We've got light puzzling, we've got light platform. You've got all the components for a dungeon there. We've got holograms to, you know, hologram type fights to be able to have difficulty levels going up and up and up. You know, you could even have little Easter eggs within the dungeon as well that can only be unlocked as you've gone through certain levels. And I just think that sort of content there is ripe for keeping people in the game, because I think their best thing that they can do is keep people wanting to play the game continually, just because the game's dope and the content's great that's coming, and then by that virtue people will start spending a bit more, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to win by going new character, new character, new character, this is how we make money, because I think people are just, the cost bias is already in other games. And I'm not saying other new games can't come out and do really well, but they have to be doing really well in China from what we've seen from the revenue charts to really kill it. Wuthering doesn't seem to have grasped the Chinese market so much. Now, that might be because of the mobile issues, and I know it's got better, but it really being a game that works better on PC and probably on console. Maybe the controller support coming will be a big factor in that, allowing people on mobile to play the game a lot better. That might change things. But I think the game coming to PlayStation is going to be a major factor to the revenue increase for Wuthering Waves. And again, we don't know the numbers for PC. Like, I am going to assume that the numbers on PC are higher than the numbers on mobile, just by the very factor of the game. Could be wrong. So we're looking at those numbers like last month, 13.5 million, whatever it was. Let's say double that, maybe even add some. It was more maybe like 30 million potentially. You know, when you add PlayStation into there as well, I think there's a potential to add another 10 million plus onto that as well. So you could be looking at numbers around 40 million on that sort of month. It's just a shame that we don't get to see those numbers, because I'm interested to see what they're like, actually, because I feel like most people who are spending at the moment are playing on PC. I'm pulling that out my ass. I could be totally wrong, but it's just an assumption I've got, really.
if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and also go to Gamer Subs and use my code KAZO, where you can get yourself 10% off. And as I said, you can also get free shipping with that code too, so I definitely recommend going to go check it out. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So, see ya.
Yeah, good video. I don't necessarily think this is any way a secret plan to destroy HoYo, but I get the video title. It's for YouTube, and I understand that totally. I'm not hating at all. But yeah, I don't think Zhangli Yao is really an attempt, again, in my opinion, to go at HoYo in that regards. That we had the updates come forward, I think, for them to try and avoid clashing with Zenless. I think Kuro was smart in that regards. I think this is necessarily, like, again, like I said, a little bit of the situation with Calcharo. You're saying that one of the good teams with Calcharo is with Zhangli Yao, but I genuinely think that's what it is. When you break down his kit and stuff, I think it is kind of like a semi sort of pseudo replacement for him at the moment. Because, like, Calcharo is a decent character, but his kit, his animations, you know, down to a lot of stuff, the Void Thunder as well, really in that part of the game at the moment we're kind of lacking. Hopefully Void Thunder is going to get sorted as well, because I think it's going to kind of limit the variety of electro characters going forward, because of the way the buff works, where on a lot of the other sets it's a lot more open-ended, so everybody gets a buff in, you know, like if you've got it on intro, it's really easy for characters to get that. Everybody's got an intro skill, you know? So the character has a lot more variety now. It can be designed. With Void Thunder, it's a little bit more specific. So if you really want to get the benefit, characters have to be designed in a specific way, which I think limits the kit. And hopefully that'll change as well. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a little stopgap, in my opinion. And I don't necessarily think it's anything to do with HoYo. But yeah, you know, I could be wrong. I'm talking out my ass most of the time, and you know, it is what it is. But yeah, video from Kazahana, guys. Go check him out. Go check him out. How's it going, Blue? Welcome to the stream. Can get tricky though because of difficulty in PGR. That's pretty much for Gigawild units. Pretty much every gacha game's got some sort of DPS check, haven't they, to try and get you at least to at least have particular characters, be at a certain level, potentially have a multitude of teammates, you know, so you can clear certain content where you're going to need that. But yeah, I've only played a little bit of PGR. People are overhyping Kuro games when they say they can beat HoYoverse. I think people are a little bit delusional rather than overhyping them. I think it's just a bit of cope, in my opinion. I think Kuro have made a better version of Genshin, and I think they've made it. They're definitely improving the game in ways that Genshin should have had improvements done years ago. I definitely think that. I think in terms of, in my opinion anyway, I think Wuthering Waves is a better version of Genshin, you know? Yeah, that, you know, at the end of the day, they're not going to take over HoYo. HoYo were just too big. They're established and they ain't going nowhere, you know? The only people that are going to destroy HoYo are HoYo themselves, you know? They're at that point now. And for all their issues in games like Genshin specifically, generosity, quality of life things, I know it's a little bit better in Star Rail and Zenless. Still, in the spectrum of generosity, they're on the harsher end, shall we say. They make quality games. You know what I mean? They do make quality games, in my opinion. Holy shit, man, that's a lot of gachas. Yo, Neil, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, as well, HoYo are working on 5 games at the moment. You know? We've already seen the gameplay for 1. We've got a Western European American themed shooter, which I don't even know if that's... I'm interested to see about that, actually, because we don't even know if that's going to be a gacha game. I wouldn't be shocked if HoYo was trying to get the fingers into some more pies and actually break out of the gacha space, potentially. You know, it'd be interesting to see. There's a lot of leeway in the Western market at the moment with a lot of Western developers fucking up over and over again. That I wouldn't be surprised that China is looking and going, you know what? There's some money to be made over there. You know, we're not going to be making gacha money, but we're going to be making a nice bit of extra change on top. We'll see how it goes. You know, if you bring out a new shooter, it's just got microtransactions in, like, you know, skins, whatever, and it's got no gacha element to it, that could be really successful, especially if it's got the whole HoYo aesthetic to it. You know, they could have the gacha in the game. The gacha could just literally be skins for weapons. I think Western people would be down for that, you know? Yes, dude, yeah, the quality of life updates for Wuthering Waves do look nice. They do, especially for people on mobile. People are actually going to be able to use a pad, which is a good thing for sure. Love and Deep Space will destroy HoYo, trust the plan. I haven't even checked out Love and Deep Space. I know he's been killing it on the whatsy, on the rev charts. Yeah, that's a totally valid point as well, Zera. That is a totally valid point. Totally. Because at the end of the day, a game can be great, but if it feels like it's being stingy and it's not respecting your time, that can turn you off really quick. You know, I've been there with plenty of games like that, and it's not even just gacha games. When a game's like, man, this minute-to-minute gameplay loop's good. It can be even in just in the leveling system in a game. You know, you level up and you get to where you want to get in a single-player and multiplayer game. X-Defiant, perfect example. It's a multiplayer shooter. One of the major problems for people at the moment is it just feels too slow to get where you need to get, too slow to get skins, too slow to get your levels. It's all based on time rather than being able to do something about it yourself. And that's not fun. And that's turning people off. So yeah, like, you know, those sort of elements in a game can really make a good game not a good game because it's just, it gets frustrating. You're like, you know what? This game, man, I could be doing something else in my time and enjoying it a little bit more, even though the actual minute-to-minute gameplay is fun. I find it hilariously ironic that Western games tried the variation of gacha with loot boxes and such, and everyone flipped out, and gacha did the same with big boobs and small waists and nailed it. Yep. Yeah. You need the game to click me in the end, no matter the quality. This is true. This is true. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I wanted to check out. One video, I might watch that later. We'll just have a little quick look, little scan. Is there anything that's catching my eye that I want to check out? I do want to hop back on Zenly Zone Zero though. At some point. Yeah, we are going to play a bit of PGR. Played a little bit before. We've only played it once, and I liked what I saw. Play a bit of PGR. I'm gonna play some solo level and Rise. And then I think Monday we might play some Aero Fantasy. I need to hop on Wuthering Waves. Oh, I haven't checked it. Oh, do you know what, actually? Before I forget, let me just boot up Wuthering Waves a second, chat. I just want to get my 90 asteroids because I got the asteroid pack, Lunite pass thing. So I just want to get those. And then we'll jump into the game. A monthly pass only for PGR and some skins, but I can clear Babel Tower and the hardest content in the game. Okay. Well, yeah, like, I've started playing a bit of a... Again, it's like, I like solo level and Rise. One thing I don't like about solo level and Rise, though, is the game is constantly trying to, like, force you through the door of the store. Like, I'll take the free little gems it gives me, but it's like, hey, do you want some gems? Come in the store, come in the store. Here's some gems, come in the store. It's like, dude, leave me alone. Little things like that do get on my nerves a little bit. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. In free to play can do all the content. You just have to spend your gacha wiser when it comes to pulling because you can get all the characters except Nia. Yeah, for me, I'm the type of person that I look at my game time in games based on errors, really. I genuinely don't mind spending a little bit of cash on a game if I can get it. The way I look at it is, I've said this multiple times, you go out on a Friday night, I go out with my girlfriend, yeah, we'll go get some food, you know, I don't know, so we go to a restaurant, have a few beers, you're talking like 60 quid easily on food, and then like another 20, 30 quid on a few beers. If you get a taxi, you can talk anywhere between, if you get a taxi there and back, you're talking another 20, 30 quid plus, you know, easily you can spend well over 100 quid on a night out that lasts a few hours. If I play a game for like 20 hours plus, I don't mind spending a bit of cash on it. That's if I enjoy it. I won't just do it for the sake of it. You know, like I'm the type of person, I have spent like 300 quid on things like Valorant, you know, a couple of 100 quid on Fortnite back in the day. I've spent about, I want to say like maybe just over 100 quid on Wuthering Waves, but majority of that is like the podcasts, the Lunite. I've had the Lunite pass every month so far, and then I had like, I spent 30 quid on one of the bundles, and I think I spent 15 quid on one of the bundles or something like that. So altogether it worked out about 100 quid, you know. Progression is time gated, but you can do the first 2 levels in one shot. Yeah, see, again, this is a sort of that's the sort of stuff I don't like. I get it. That's the sort of stuff that I'm not a fan of. That sort of content is not for me. That's why I want Wuthering Waves to flip in regards to where they do their event content. And again, this comes to having more meat on the bones of some of the content, which I don't know necessarily is what we're ever going to get. You know, I don't want something where I just go into a couple of instants, I bash through it, and then it's like, right, I've got to wait a few days till I can do the next one, or 12 hours, or whatever, and then, you know, everything's a step up of the same thing, just a little bit more difficult. Yeah, man, I keep going back to it and saying it over and over again. I do. I want, like, at the end of the day, a lot of these games are RPGs. Give me RPG content, you know? I think a lot of people play these games. I like the gacha systems, but fundamentally, the gameplay loop is a role-playing game. It's an RPG, whether it's a JRPG, whether it's a turn-based RPG, which is still a JRPG. Obviously, well, they're all JRPGs, really. Whether it's an ARPG like this or Genshin, you know? Or like PGR, where it's more action-based. I think those sort of elements would just benefit the game a lot. I ain't gonna do my dailies. I might do them after. Just get me login. Get me 90 asteroids. This is it, yeah. They're probably going to keep it casual for casual players, PGRs where the hardcore Kuro players are. So yeah, for me, like, I don't even want like necessarily like difficult content. I think I just want. I think it's just I feel like MMO style content could really do well, which I guess some people could say, well, that's less casual or whatever. Some people look at casualness as difficulty, don't they? Where I look at it as more of a time sink and how much you're spending on a game, you know, like I think really hard games can be hop in, hop out, and I still think they're kind of casual. I know a lot of people disagree with that definition, but it's kind of like my definition of it. Yeah, I'd like to see more of those elements in the game. I want the game to want me to keep playing the game, you know, rather than, hey, come back when this new cool stuff comes out. Because I just don't think that's going to win Kuro anything. I don't think even if Kuro made the best game ever, they're going to get to that level of HoYo, because HoYo have just kind of like cornered the market in a specific way, and they've got brand loyalty. You know, there's a lot of people who play HoYo games who are just like blindly won't play, or they'll try other stuff, but they're not, you know, they're married to the game kind of thing. But yeah, I feel like that's their best way to really start making some cash with Wuthering Waves, in my opinion, is get people to want to like not come off the game. And then when new stuff comes out, they're going to just want to spend, because I'm like, dude, I'm so attached to this game. I've got to get that new thing. You know what I mean? Rather than like, oh, that character looks cool. She's got big tits. Man, she'll make my account better. PGR has a permanent boss mode in PGR that you can play as long as you want. Okay. Married, yeah, definitely married to the company for sure. Like, I know there's tribalism in all games, but recently some of the content, some of the brain dead content comments I've been getting on my videos, it's just like, they're not being even toxic, just brain dead, like, you know what I mean? It's just like a refusal to see anything other than the HoYo way of doing things. And, you know, like, you can be a fan of something like Genshin and still understand that there's quality of life updates that should have happened years ago on that game. But there's then people who will go against their own best interest and be like, nah, it's fine, man. This game's trash, that game's dead. And it's just like, don't you want your game to be better though? Surely, you know, if you like a game, you want it to be better, don't you? You know what I mean? Well, I do anyway. I think most people do, who are sensible as well. Exactly, Guardian. This is what I was saying about Kuro. I genuinely don't care how much Kuro make, other than beyond that they make enough to keep making the game fun for me to play. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when you see people arguing about, whoa, look at the game I like's made the most money this month, and it's like, oh, cool. Somebody at the company's just bought a yacht. How's that benefited you? You know? Still run out of breath after fucking running for 15 yards. I agree with that. I do agree with that, Guardian. I do. Just looking at the stuff that's come out from the CEO recently, you can tell there is definitely, and just the way they treat the transparency and stuff. Now, I'm not even saying that I don't think if Kuro were in HoYo's place, I think they'd probably be less like that. But this is one thing I really like about Kuro, and I respect, is there's passion. You can see, and I'm not saying that the other companies don't have it, but you can just see it with Kuro. There's a passion that they want to make a product that people enjoy. They don't just want to put a game out there to make bank, which I know that's their primary objective. They're a business at the end of the day. I'm not naive. But some people want to make something, make money, but make something with love. Other people just want to make money. Now, I'm not saying one's better than the other, but if you're a fan of something, it is definitely better to have somebody who loves the thing they're making something for you, isn't it? Like, you know. I think people get mixed up about that. So it's like, you know, when you see grown men fighting about console wars on Twitter, it's just like, unless you're getting good shit, how does that benefit you, bro? You know? Hold up, have I, oh, nice. Oh, nice. I'll turn my audio off. I think I'm out of where's football settings in this game. You have to bear with me. I'm new, okay? For real, Guardian, for real. Blind loyalty to any company based on sunk fallacy is one of the dumbest things anyone could commit to. Definitely. Same thing that people do with consoles, isn't it? Well, the box I've bought, I've got to justify the reason I bought this box over the box you bought. Even though it looks like maybe potentially I'm not getting the best results here, but I bought this box, so I've got to find some way to argue. Oh, I'll tell you what, the company that owns my box is way richer than the company that owns your box, and then, well, my company has got more exclusives, even though maybe the price has just gone up in the service that I'm getting. It's just like, the only people who are benefiting is the dudes in suits in the boardroom. You know what I mean? Agreed. For me, I think the best way, if you want all of the best games, really now, you probably want a Nintendo Switch, you want a PC, and you probably maybe want a PlayStation for now. But I think in the future, Sony are going to do what Xbox are doing, and you're going to probably get most things pretty close to launch, if not day one. So I think it's just a future. I just think it's a future. You know, and having Xbox Game Pass on PCs is fucking great. Best deal in gaming, you know what I mean? You won't find me glazing any of the companies. Is what would happen. So, did I just get a new character then or something, you know? With that. I'm not sure, did I? I don't know if I did. So he's the only S rank I've got now. No, okay, no I didn't. I was just tripping. Was it just a skin? I think it might have been a skin, yeah. So you got skins in this game, haven't you? Was it Colton it's called? Yeah. See, this is what Wuthering Waves need to bring in as well. Give me skins, man. I'll buy some skins, that's for sure. I'll definitely buy some skins. What we got here? Events. We just need to play through the story because, like, I'm like really early on in the story, so I can't really do a lot in the game at the moment, actually. So we need to do that. Yeah, should we just jump into it? Yeah, so like when I played before, I wasn't really 100% sure how the combat works. I was streaming, I was kind of just skipping through stuff. Every time an orb or a ping, whatever it's called, came up on the screen, I thought it was like, right, I'm doing my basic attacks, and then that's like almost like a QT. I just press 1, 2, 1, 2, but it's like you need to, it's better to build up more on screen, and then obviously, you know, different ones do different stuff, of course. Like, but I didn't realize that. So I hopped on the other day and I was just running around in the training. I was like, oh, actually the combat's kind of sick in this, to be fair. Still got to get used to it, like, whoa. Game is Candy Crush Match 3 Gem. Yeah, it seems to be that 3 pings the way to go, yeah. Where before, as soon as a ping come up, I was just hitting it, like, and yeah, obviously, it's not the way. Way back when one of the best exclusives I saw was in Soul Calibur with an exclusive character for each console. Yeah, yeah, I do remember them days. And take me back sometimes, I think. Alright, what am I doing here? Terrorist Progress, 2454, Graffiti Art, Corruption, Vortex, Disaster. Hold up a second, where am I going to for, just continuing on? Is it in this? Missions? No, this is my daily stuff, yeah. Oh, story, okay. I need to advance on to normal story 1 to 9. Okay, so complete all normal chapter 1 missions, 11 of 19. Okay. Right, let's get into it then. Oh, here we go. This is what I want, yeah. Okay, next one, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll just roll these guys. We breach the corrupted front lines. The nozzle model is in sight. Auto on. Actually, it's probably not. If I want to read stuff, I'll read it, but I might skip through some stuff. It's coordinated. Sure, it's been here for some time now. It is painting again. Yeah, I can't remember last time. I think I remember fighting some big thing that kept running off, if I remember. There was like chugging paint everywhere. There are quite a few corrupted protecting it. They're probably its followers. We better brace for combat. These graffiti surprisingly captivated. A lot of these corrupted, but it still doesn't change the fact that they look horrid. Oh, that was it. Was it like spraying stuff everywhere, was it? Lee holds grudges in strange places. The early stories in really short sections. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit like Snowbreak in that sense. Like, the first ones were literally just like, you had a little bit of a exposition from the characters. You went into an instance and it lasted like 10 seconds.
Did we just become best friends? Yup!
You know?
Guardian Soulblade followed your channel.
Hey Guardian, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Nothing left to get ready for a full frontal assault now. We'll adopt a close formation. Commandant, please follow closely. Closely even. Load the gun. Cock that bitch. Lucia breathes deeply. Let's move out. No one wearing too much clothes. This game isn't real enough. Hey, dude, I've got a character in here that you'll like, considering you're a Tao Chi enjoyer. Strange, he still hasn't noticed us. I just gotta get used to the controls again. What's my lock on now? I got it as yeah, it's tab, yeah. Alright, bear with me, boys, bear with me. Probably best to wait for some of these pings to stack up, yeah. I do like the combat though. I think the combat is kind of cool. What the fuck is this dude? Ascendance. Nice clothes, bro. Oh wait. Is this the dude I was chasing before? Control. Nah, I'm alright. PC, mouse and keyboard for me. Do you know what? I used to be exclusively a console gamer. Going back to pad now, it just feels so freaking weird. Commandant weapon performance can sometimes be the deciding factor in battle. This is telling me to upgrade my weapons. Therefore, the supply centers have prepared a special weapon for you. Please check. Okay. Alright. Standard knife. Ooh. Purple knife. Does it want me to train it at all, or shall I just equip it for the time being? Yeah, let me show you, Neo. Let me show you. Hey, what do you think of that then, buddy? What do you think of that? Huh? Hey. You like that, don't you? Hey, you like that. You like that. She's free. What can I get her now? How do I get her? Just by playing. She's free from the dawn. Oh, does it want me to upgrade? Prepare up your weapons for higher damage. Okay, just want me to train it. Okay, enhance. Drag the slider bar or select a target level to enhance a weapon for a specified level. Okay. Oh, does it only want me to go into level? Okay, what mats have we got then? We haven't got many at all, so. Oh, is that just cost? Is that costing me at the minute then? Oh, that's overclock cost. What's that like? An ascending it, is it? Okay. Bang it up to 20. Why not? We ain't gonna mess with that. It's blue. Blue? Blue? What was you saying in the dorm? Oh, it didn't open. Yeah, I gotta carry on. Yeah. Gotta complete more quests. More quests. Let's go. Let's do it. It's kind of dirty on downfall. Yeah, bro. Super thick, yeah. Super thick. Here for the waifu, stay for the combat. You should be able to go to battle study, Salika's class member trials to try it out. Yes, I think I have had to go with trying her in the little trial battle thing where you just beat the shit out of that one character. Early question is truly punishing, really. You're locked on, there's no use to run. Hey, run? You keep mentioning Ascendants, what are those? I have no reason to answer. I'm not asking for your opinion. If you don't tell me now, I'll get it out of you sooner or later. You are all just defilers and bandits. You didn't like my work, but you didn't destroy it. So you're still qualified as an audience. I won't kill you. But now you disrupted my creative flow. You lost your qualification as an audience. I will have to erase you. What? We've learned your tricks. This won't work on us now. This is just for a little base colouring. Is that so? That means you've finally decided to stop running. That's more like it. Hidden stories in the early chapters can be cruel. Defend the leader. Really need to learn the kits as well, though, to be fair. I need to beat you first. Do we have like intro skills and that in these? More just he's getting smaller. Hitty. I don't know why, that's just how I picture him laughing. Not cruel in the way you're imagining. What are we talking here then? Oh, is Tao Chi had that gameplay? Yeah, I like Tao Chi, but for me, I know she's kind of like a tanky kind of character, but I just, you know, I just wish she was a little bit more. I know she's a little bit sluggish to use, you know. She looks damn good while doing it though. What are you trying to express with these graffiti? Can we just stop asking any questions and beat the shit out of you? You asked an artist to explain their work? What an amateur! It's useless for you to try to find the meaning on this Earth, because humans have failed. Earth no longer belongs to humans. You all just can't accept it. A new age of machines is already in its gears on Earth. Saying that all machines will be enslaved by the punishing virus, dream on. This is going to be a waste of time. Is that so? I am a free machine, free will. I have been enlightened by the sage machina. Sage machina? Can't you tell? The sages envisioned the machine the only will in the future. Have you seen this sage machina before? Oh, has anybody played Space Marine 2? Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. No. But I have seen the traces of its philosophy. I will spread it further. You all are just a few inconsequential pebbles in the path. Do not invade our new world anymore. Dude just moved in. Get the fuck out, man. Keep fighting and you'll lose all your followers. I might rebind some of my pings on. Like 7 and 8 and that. Actually, I think I did. If I remember. I think I might have binded some to V and B. I'll have a look in a sec. He's kind of sick though. And I'm kind of wasting my ult a little bit more. So every character has a specific way to ping the orbs to use a special skill called core passive. Right, okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out at some point. One thing you'll have to learn with me when I'm streaming, struggle to pick up things like quickly. I can do it when I'm off stream, but like, yeah, man, I'm a bloke in that sense. Brain can't do two things at once. Like I'll find myself sometimes like doing real basic stuff wrong, and I'm like, what, why? Oh yeah, it's because I read that wrong, or I wasn't listening at that particular point. We'll get there though. We'll get there though. Core passes are all shown in the trial section. Punishing virus activity is becoming stronger inside the nozzle model. What do these words all mean? It's allowing the virus to overtake itself. No choice. You left me no choice. You humans are more despicable than the punishing virus. Be cursed by my work. Oh yeah, John, you'll probably be screaming in the morning, going, stop being a fucking moron, bro. That's like, why not working? Why not working? Oh, okay. So we can kind of do that then. My hands aren't moving now. Can't paint. I'm dying. It went silent. I don't know why, but I feel sad. We've completed our mission. There's no use in thinking about the other things. In short, now we have to extract its memory. Let's begin. Connecting. Grey Raven. President Hassan is ordering that you put a temporary stop to your mission. We've deployed a nearby transport craft to your location. Once the transport craft arrives, please return to Babylonia immediately. This is an order from President Hassan. Return to Babylonia? What's going on? What's wrong? What are you doing here? Am I not allowed to be here? Let's be passive aggressive, yeah. This isn't a place you can just waltz right in, Commandant. But no matter, I just haven't seen a Commandant care so much about constructs. Well, get to know, bro. I just hope you aren't as reckless in battle. Well, yeah, I am. The abnormality she encountered during the battle is indeed a very special situation, but I have no specific details to comment on. After all, it's top secret. Do I not have high enough clearance? You're just a Commandant assigned to Grey Raven from the Commandant Division. This is the Science Council's highly classified experiment area. Only scientists and the higher-ups are allowed to enter. Soldiers only need to be responsible for standing guard outside. However, if it's that person who is simultaneously a soldier, scientist and leader that I've admired since childhood, exceptions can be made. Too bad that person and I won't meet, at least in the physical sense. Considering we live almost a whole era apart, it seems highly unlike this person is still alive. Apologies, I got sidetracked. Lucy's memory will be online again in 5 minutes. Now please kindly get out of the way. Oh, you prick. Yeah, do you know I'm gonna stand there? Huh? Brute strength may work some places, but not everywhere. That's why I can't stand soldiers. Don't make me file a complaint against you. Oh, we got a bitch here, didn't we? Wait, Asimov, I need to talk to you about Lucia and that construct. A tall, stern man appears at the exit of the experiment area. Oh. Shouldn't you salute your commander? There you go then. Forget it. I don't have time to educate young people on military conventions. Write a report with your superior and hand it in later. Well, get going. This is no place for you to dawdle. We in space. Hello, Grey Raven, Commandant. We finally meet. What's the matter? Not used to seeing me in the flesh? Enough, Silica. I didn't summon the Grey Raven Commandant for you to play games. Yes, President Hassan. Heh, don't play games in front of my subordinates either. You know I don't like such stuffy titles. Giggles. Yes, Mr. Hassan. I don't know why I said it like that. We've been keeping a close watch on Grey Raven. You've performed well. Seems like I made the right choice in trusting Grey Raven to you. But I'm not at liberty to discuss some things with you for the time being. As I told you in the beginning, Grey Raven is no ordinary team. Only when you have passed enough tests and formed a solid trust with each other will you be able to handle certain things without shaking the bond between you. Many more tests await you in the future. You must never forget that you and the others share the fate of humanity. Well, let's talk about those things you found in Nozzle's memory. Oh, was Nozzle that? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright. Well, then come right this way, you two. The giggling robot, yeah. Okay, clear. Collection progress 36 to 36. Ooh, things to claim. Gimme. Gimme. Is that it? What's this today? New coating, trial zone. New cub. Unlocked when Commandant reaches level 60. Is that a fucking robot dolphin? This area is for test play only. You can only play when within the period. Oh, is this so I can like trial characters? Oh, she's a fucking fish woman? Monkey brain activated. Oh, she's got legs as well. Okay, interesting. Shit. You got heavies as well. Yeah, I need rebind some controls. Okay, that's pretty cool. She's the newest one, yeah. Oh, she's kind of badass. How much fucking life have these guys got? Okay, so she gets it. Oh, okay. So she turns into fish when she's ulted. I like the battle area. It's kind of cool. $1,200 combo. Oh, my fire alarm's going off, sorry. Oh, that feels quite fluid though. I must admit. I'm feeling it. One thing I can say, Kuro seem to know combat, don't they? Holy shit! Okay, that's kind of cool. I said I do remember beating the shit out, having a little tutorial there. Okay, she was kind of cool. She was kind of cool. Seneca's class has all the characters. If you try the new ones, you'll see how much the gameplay has gotten better. Every time there's a new character, they're on 100% rate. Oh, really? That's cool then. That's cool. So, is it generous? Because Kuro seemed to be generous in Wuthering Waves. I'm assuming some of that generosity, because I've heard people say, yo, PGR's super generous. That was sick, though. I enjoyed that. That was dope. Yeah, that's what I went to do before. I was checking stuff out in the dummy training. 3 stages for practice only. No streaming, giving no rewards. Sword and watermelon. Is that like fucking Fruit Ninja? Yeah. I think this was Kalido. That's the one I think Neo likes. Yeah, the 7th, yeah. Yeah. You get until the 28th now to get the, what's it done, don't you? Yeah, we'll try some characters out in a bit, actually. I'm not gonna pull just yet, do any pulls just yet. I'll have a look, though. Yeah, I think... Okay, so yeah, I must have done 2 pulls on this before. Excuse me. Excuse me. Also, never pull on fake banners. Right. Which ones are the fake banners? Oh, okay. What, this S-Fate theme construct? Well, what's the deal with this then? What's the crack with this then? Guaranteed A rank or above constructs in temples. Okay, it's typical. So, so pity's what? 80 to 100 then, is it? Would soft pity start at 80, hard pity's 100? 60 or 100 pulls to pity, right, okay. You can target in the S rank you want for your first 40 pulls. Fake banner is 100%. He's 100. Oh, is that okay? Yeah. Ah, shit. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. So she's a new. What's it then? Yeah. Where's the what's it info? What's in there like? Oh, so is it? I can switch this out for my first. Remaining check. Please specify target member. Ooh, dang. Bianca Stigmata. Vera Garnet. She looks kind of badass. She definitely looks badass. Crimson Abyss. She looks kind of cool as well. See, okay, so this is our... Yeah, okay, so basically our 5-star selector kind of thing. Okay, alright. Well, I've already got him. Who's good? She looks like she might be cool. Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll we'll play a bit more. We'll unlock some stuff, and then we'll test out some characters before we decide. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna get myself a drink, chat. I'm back in a minute. obviously, I know it's my preference at the end of the days. At the end of the day, sorry. But what are your suggestions? What are good ones? Crimson Waves is the best one at the moment. The character in the voucher, so I'll pick the ones on the far left. Right. Oh yeah, yo, Neo. Because my sister went Florida in the last couple of weeks. I got back yesterday. I bought Rosie some couple of packs of Cheetos. I think what was it that ones? Flaming hot with lime or something. Oh, is this what we're doing here now? Yeah. Right, let's go on to. Yeah, this setup is kind of like just the menus here with the missions. Does remind me a little bit of a Snowbreak. Anyway, obviously I know this came first. Oh, it's test team. Can you turn that off? Kind of very kind of ZZZ. I'm still really new to gacha. Do all of them make you pay for everything you do? Pretty much. Pretty much. Did any of you like play Harry Potter Magic Awakened? Is that shutting down, isn't it? Grey Raven, did you parachute back to Earth safely this time? You know, aside from having to pass through the giant and murderous belt of space debris corrupted by the virus, everything was fine. That sounds like a normal day. Because of the mobility of the drop pod, we managed to pass through that area without requiring support. There was no better way of landing, Lee. Lucia, I think Lee was just joking. Ah, is that so? Well, good to see you all getting along. I'll spare the pleasantries. Your mission is this time to defeat the special corrupted model named Iron Maiden. Hey, let's go. And retrieve her, from her more information about the Ascendants. Is Restream broke again? No. Why are you guys not seeing each other's comments? Can you guys see you want to make people? I responded to you, yeah? And you want to make to me or to other people? I ain't been able to use the app since. I'm having to use the web browser chat now. According to all the squads, this corrupted in particular has high combat capabilities. To complete this objective, you must first coordinate with other squads and set up ISO devices in specific locations of the city. This will create a small isolation zone. So is a major power creep or been major power creep in this game? I think sometimes, Neo, it's because it comes up restream, but I think people think it's a bot. And somebody said that the other day. They was like, oh shit, I just realised that's not a bot, man, it's a person. To complete this objective, you must first coordinate with other squads and set up ISO devices in specific locations of the city. This will create a small isolation zone. These isolation zones will form a ring, ultimately containing the movement area of the target. It's been a long time since we've gone on a mission like this. But yeah, pretty much everything's some form of a cost, whether it's time or cash, really, Neo. Yes, it only shows that the enemy is a force to be reckoned with. Indeed, the enemy is powerful. Any squads coming into contact with the Iron Maiden must immediately contact all the other squads and wait for backup. Do not engage on your own. Sometimes I like to be a bot, but I'm not. There are sealed ISO devices near your landing zone. You'll have to find access to utilize them. They finally retired Vera Garnet after 3 years. The power creep is there, but they will take a long time to power creep popular characters. One more thing, HQ is sent a construct in your vicinity to aid you in your mission. You should make contact soon. Because, like, I think that's one thing they're doing really well in Wuthering Waves at the moment. There's not really power creep. People could argue with Jinsa, maybe a little bit at the minute, because she's the first one to really get a full team. But that's more based on the fact that she's got a team. It's going to level out when everybody kind of gets the full team. Yeah, just curious about that. With that, I wish you all a smooth mission. Because that's like, I started playing Terra Fantasy recently. And a lot of people that I heard that was a major issue because that game had like some serious power creep sometimes. Leo, do you not know about the ISO devices? Yes, it's something from Cosmos Technician Union. It emanates a corrupted repelling field for a certain amount of time. Setting it up will take time. It's also quite weighty and unwieldy, typical of those technicians. Pardon me. Speaking of production, the first thing I knew was about you was that you're a skilled technician. Lee, I even thought you were Cosmos Technician Union. I had no idea that you were actually from Corono. I was just a non-staff personnel. Didn't stay there long. Yoo-hoo! Grey Ravens. Are you the construct that Salika mentioned? The one coming to support us? Indeed, walking the path of heavens, the construct who will rule everything. My name is Nanami. Nanami? Were you alone outside? What mission were you on before? Nanami's always been by herself. What was I doing just now? Those graffiti looked super duper interesting, so Namini decided to take a walk around to see more of it. Alrighty, Namini's ready to dance. Alright, let's go, let's dance. Let's dance. Namini's construct adept at defense and smashing through enemy lines. Right, okay. Tap Nanami's body on the right to have her enter the battle. Obviously, yeah, I'm watching it all. Pinging yellow orb after any 3 ping triggers my core skill. Okay, after any 3 ping. So, you can have 3 red pings and just ping in a yellow orb counts, I'm assuming? Okay, so I have to what? Right, okay. I have to have a 3 ping and then that, yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it. Alright, I get it. You can handle yourself, Nanami, although your combat style is a little unusual. What does that do inside here? Does that give me like okay. So can you, I'm guessing you can do it after a 3 ping of the yellow one as well, don't you? Is that like a chainsaw sword? Oh, that's dope. What do I do now? Oh, that's Lee. Lee? Lee? Are you on any of you lot on PlayStation? Because like, I think that's going to be a major factor for when he drops on PlayStation. I think it's going to be a big thing for whoever that is. Recommended BP 450, current high is BP 360. Up. A BR rating. Battle power sync. So do I need to level up my characters a little bit, yeah? Take. Go to event material stage shop. Special training. Okay, hold up. What level are my other guys at? Go back to...
俺はもっと強くなれる。
秘められた実力が明かされた。
Should be enough, shouldn't it? $454.08. Whatever, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go, see what happens. If I get my shit pushed in, we'll go again. Ooh, right, Nanami has something else to do. Those graffiti? Yup, this is important stuff. See you all for now. The Nami's quite a carefree person, almost contagious. Oh, so I leveled that bitch up now and she's bailed on me. Is she still in my team? Yes, it's an enviable personality. I think you have a great personality too, Lucia. Stop freaking brown nosing. Agreed. Rather than some whimsical dice, I much prefer working with someone more down to earth. Battle power isn't really a factor. If you're good at the game, but if you're worried, build the character a little. Okay, we'll see. Back to the construct Nami though. There's not much about her on the database. She's a bit suspicious if you ask me. Ain't seen that bad. We reach the coordinates for deploying the ISO devices. We'll have to deploy them every 1.5 kilometers until it links up with the devices from the other squads. The map shows that the other squads are already on the move. We have to hurry. Wait. Is something the matter, Commandant? Yeah, it kind of like, even the way like your team sets up, the way you got like your constructs. It is a little bit like Snowbreak in that regard, isn't it? Now I know a lot of the games do that anyway, where you're like the non-powered character and, you know. There's a connection request from a nearby. Doesn't Nikkei do that as well? It's from deep within the corrupted zones. Do we know their identity? Please wait. Okay, I got it. The construct's name, Tifa, a support type construct member of the Suzaku squad. But according to historical records, the Suzaku commandant had been confirmed KIA a few days prior. All constructs lost connection and no one was recalled. Oh, that's it, because the constructs can die, yeah, but they're like, their personality, their being, if you will, can go back to like come out again, yeah, if I remember right. I really love to see them do something about the waveplate system. Have an R5 5600 CPU and a GTX 1660 if that helps. Not the best, but far from the worst. Wait, let me test something. I don't know, actually. Nah, I don't think it does now, because it just comes through as a restream thing, doesn't it? We mistook the nozzle model as a culprit before due to the lack of any intact survivor memories and information. So the true culprit is a corrupted named Iron Maiden. It's a badass name though. Not enough information to confirm for now, but this signal, Commandant, I advise again, connecting with this signal. Connecting with more than 3 constructs at a time will place a heavy burden on your mind, Commandant. We're alright. And from our previous experience, this could be a trap as well. We do not know if it might cause any danger to you. I'm gonna connect. Commandant. Increasing mind beacon output activity. Establishing mind connection. Connection failed. Lucia, let's say to relieve Psy. Relieve Psy? Sorry, I should not have been relieved for the loss of contact with other constructs. I'm more worried about your safety than other squads, Commandant. Lucia, you might be a bit paranoid about this, though the human body is frail and easily destroyed by the punishing virus. However, the punishing virus can't affect humans on a cognitive level. That's humanity's only advantage against the virus. This is why we fight alongside commandants. Oh, because we can't be corrupted in that sense. Okay, well the signal is near our designated path anyway, so we could investigate when we're near. Oh, what? Wait, so when somebody tags from Twitch to you, it tags you, does it? Interesting. According to our instructions, this is a deployment point for the ISO devices. Okay, so they do have intro skills, yeah. I think. Seems like they do. Oh, really? That's cool then. Yeah, buddy. Comms request. As battles get more difficult, we need to ensure a steady flow of supplies. Please lead us to acquire the materials we need from different operations. This will ensure that we have enough resources as our enemies get tougher. Let's do our best together, Commandant. Grey Raven will always be with you. Okay, thank you. Feature resource special training unlocked. Feature resource combat supply unlocked. Feature resource military hardware unlocked. So is this for like leveling mats, weapon mats, that sort of stuff? Resource logistics maintenance unlocked. Resource cogs galore unlocked. Battle exercise. Mission area of resources is now unlocked. Okay. Resources. Gain a large amount of construct XP through training. Combat supply open all day. Rare memory drop. Equipment XP, material. Equipment overclock. Oh, so what is overclock ascending? I'm assuming. Terminology is different, but I'm guessing leveling up, obviously. Equipment leveling up. Equipment ascending, I'm assuming. Cogs, I think, are your currency. Am I right in that? They're like your cash. Skill point drop. Drop hub resources. Combat unit booster add-on. The fuck is that? What are these for? What's a memory drop? Enemy's power scales with com level. New memory will not drop in this stage. Hold up. Let me go back to my character. Let's have a look. How does this work? How does this work? Okay, so is this like ascending? I'm assuming this is ascending. No? So I don't think it is it? Could be like a pet. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, so we can actually upgrade abilities then, I guess? Oh, okay, alright, okay, so that's what they're for, okay. Ratchet our skill points. Interesting. Increases elemental damage by 10% and physical damage by 5% when there are 3 different classes. So I guess this is kind of like your traces, your forte kind of thing. I just had a horrible thought. If humans evolve from monkeys, does that mean gingers come from orangutans? That would mean, like, they're really stoic and intelligent, though, yeah. Because that's what I get from orangutans. I want to do this. Okay. Alright, cool. Interesting. Okay. Red orb, ping red orb. Unleash a cross slash at the target, dealing physical damage and extra dark damage. So what? 1 deals 100, 2, 200, 3, 300, I'm guessing. 20, 46, 20, 40, 80, depending on how many pinged, I'm assuming. Extra dark damage based on the number of orbs pinged. Okay. Red orb, dark form, plus ping red orb. In dark form, swings at the target ahead, dealing dark damage, deals 400, 500, 600. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Charges at the enemy, dealing physical so okay, so this is basically our kit then, yeah. So that's a charge at the enemy. Right. Then there's a slash. Spins and slashes a target airborne. Okay, so we can juggle, dealing physical damage and extra dark damage, pulls the target while spinning. Okay, so kind of like a CC with a juggle. Dark form slams the ground with a fan shape. Dark form. What the fuck's dark form? Is dark form like our ult? Core passive, any 3 ping gains extra 10 energy upon a 3 ping. Ah, okay. Core passive, dark form plus in dark form, physical resistance. What is dark form? I'm assuming that's like when we're ulting, yeah. I'm a guessing.
力が融合されていくのが感じられるな。
Okay, so what's the promotion system then? How does that? It's not ascending. I guess it kind of is ascending, but does it not bottleneck your level or something then? Can I just go all the way up to 80 if I wanted to? Then I've got like my promotion that kind of works like an ascendancy, I guess. Okay. Right, okay. Right, okay. Is it kind of like a pseudo ascendancy, the promotion? Your character level is tied to your commandant level. Right, okay. Yeah, I don't even know what the dark fucking form is. What the fuck is that? I guess we should do some of we should do some of these, shouldn't we then? Where are my mats? Okay, so I've got 289k. What are these? Inject serum. Fuck is that? Is that stamina? I'm guessing that's stamina, yeah. Wave plates. Right. I need to get some better weapons, bro. That's what I need. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Right, I want to do one of these then. Equipment overlock material. Let's get some experience. Yeah, let's do that then. We need to level characters, so it makes sense that we do this now. Right, attempts. Oh, okay. So it costs 15. Nice and cheap. But how many do I get? We can get blue experience. Let's do 2 attempts. Right, let's go. Right, yeah, makes sense. Pretty standard affair then, yeah. I'm cool with that. Should all targets in the designated time. Right. Is that I guess that's my dark form, yeah. The ult. Okay, it's kind of cool how these things are on the stage. Is that like kind of like a perfect dodge like in Terra Fantasy as well then? I'm assuming that's kind of like a perfect, because that feels like how Terra Fantasy's perfect dodge works. Foul, but I'll try. Nah, you never foul, bro. This game has elemental teams. Depending on what mode you're in, your team will get damage bonus. Right, okay, yeah. Kind of like some of the bonuses you get, like, I guess, in Terra Fantasy, then when it's like, you know, Spectral bonus this time, you know, whatever, Havoc bonus. All right, okay. I think I want to get some more character materials, because at the minute we're going to be leveling up characters, aren't we? So, yeah, let's do that, actually. Let's do that. Means you like man's penis in your mouth, Neon? That's what it means. Really? That is also true, though. I'm assuming those things damage, don't they?
ルシア出撃しますグレード咲き乱れています私の剣の
So that's kind of like Snowbreak, that is.
大丈夫ですグレンで全てを集結させる
So, when the flash like that on the side and you press them, it doesn't switch to them. Well, it seems like it doesn't, but they come onto field to do an attack, yeah? That kind of reminds me of Snowbreak, where obviously you can switch to the character or you can press another key when the character's like flashing or whatever it is, and that character will like come in quickly, do an attack, and then hop off field kind of thing, like. Okay. That's a good description of it, really, Guardian. It's true. You know, if you're spitting facts now, somebody would say, like, you know, man's cooking, let him cook. But if they say you're a cook, then we all know that's not the same thing. No, I don't want to kick the game. Shit, bro. I get carried away. Alright, we'll do some more in a little bit. We'll do some more in a little bit. I want to carry on with the sword. We've got some stuff to level up characters a little bit anyway. I want to level. Oh, we got a level 9 yet. Level her up a little bit. I kind of like her actually. Oh wait, she's a healer then. Well, how's that work then? Ally healing skills. How the fuck's that work then? How do I look at their focus on support can repair and strengthen allies. So she's a physical healer. There we go. Oh. Yeah, this is it, yeah. Okay. Orders a weapon to fire a laser beam dealing physical damage. Okay. Deploys a black hole at the target area that pulls enemies escape with a CC. Tightens black hole and explodes on physical damage. Okay. Unleashes energy and knocks back nearby enemies dealing physical damage. So the blues are heal. Heals nearby allies 20 to 40, 60. Oh, of attack. I was going to say, I thought he was going to say over health then. Okay. So, her healing scales off her damage then, yeah? This is physical damage dealt by self for 8, 16, 24. Right, so our blue... Oh, yes, it's obvious. It's got the little heal symbol. Okay, inconsistent particles. All right, interesting. I'm going to level up a little bit. So we'll level up to...
もっともっと頑張ります
I don't want to go too crazy with these characters because they're
力の上昇を感じますこれならもっとミッションを達成できる
Then we cannot... Oh, yeah, okay, that's what you're on about now then. Okay, so what does that mean? I'm level 12? Hey, alright. We're getting there, we're getting there. We're figuring it out, Chat's helping though, chat is helping. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Liv Eclipse is a great B rank healer. She had to carry me for a year. Would you like to try some trials and see the newest characters? Which is the newest one? I'll have a look in a second, yeah. Liv is goated. Half the shit I say makes no sense and the other half is stolen from someone else. Hashtag cheat to win. ABC, man. Always be cheating. Always be cheating. Why, hello there, Grey Ravens. This is the leader of the Cerberus squad. Vera? Oh, Lee, my dear, how have you been? I must thank you. After leaving Corona and joining the Grey Raven, my faith in humanity was restored. Oh, you're as sweet as ever. I choose my words depending on the person, and for you, I prefer brevity. What does brevity mean now? Educate me. It's been down 3 months, isn't it now? Things being short or quick. Right, okay. Concise then. Alright. Let's not waste time. What do you want? Oh, haha, you're still so volatile. Alright. I'm sure you all noticed that signal from the construct Tifa, yes? Let me tell you a little something. This Tifa is our target this time. The Iron Maiden. Oh, I couldn't have guessed. No, I mean that she's our target. What? Oh my, your commandant looks quite interesting. Can we have a little chat? Hmm? Nice try, I knew it. Speaking with you is a waste of time, and you haven't even answered my question. That's not important though, is it? Cerberus never shares its treats with others. So you're not going to cooperate? Or more precisely, disrupt? Let me get this clear, Vera. If the ISO devices aren't deployed as planned, the target may escape. Don't drag us all down because of your own selfishness. Oh my child, it's already sorted. What? Well, that's all you can continue. That's all. You can continue playing with those little toys of yours. Ta-ta. That Vera, who is she? She was one of the formal members of Kurano Ops, later became the leader of Cerberus, part of the task force. She only recruits members coming from Kurano into her team. Even in the task force, there's still a special team directly under the jurisdiction of Commander Nicola. There's a brutal filtering system inside Kurano. The members inside would do anything to achieve their goals. 2 seconds, sharp, back in a minute. Brevity comes from brief, that makes sense. I must admit though, I am really starting to like the, what's it now though? The combat. Well, you're 50-50 in heaven. Get reincarnated as an overweight man's fucking pants. Cold-blooded and thirsty for merits, that's their usual method of operation. They aren't well liked because of that. But of course, they're indeed capable to stand up to their name. That sounds completely unlike the place I was stationed in before. Cerberus has their own objectives. Grey Raven does too. Let's continue with our mission. As for them, we'll react and adapt accordingly. Not to mention the server it isn't the only squad we can work with. Yes, with the enemies nearby being cleared, we can begin our preparations as well. Then we shall start here and continue extending the ISO device coverage until it links up with the other squads. Then let's move out. Let's go.
グレンは咲き乱れています。
I need to talk to him. It'll take a while for the ISO field to establish. I like the sound of her attacks. I like her design actually. I really like her. What am I doing? Okay.
みんなを守る。
いいか、勝利は俺たちのものだ。
私も行けます。
Yeah, I like the combat in this game actually. I'm feeling it. What am I doing? Investigate the glowing spot. Here? Okay.
お前らすべて粉々にしてやるぜ。いいか、勝利は俺たちのものだ。
That went well. The ISO device is humming along nicely. When this lasts like 1.5 kilometers in between.
どうだ、俺の活躍。
I quite like this dude. Oh, have any of you guys played Shit, man, I forgot the name of the game now. Oh fuck. It's not a gacha game, but it's got a similar sort of combat system. I guess kind of like a cross between Wuthering Waves and I suppose a little bit like this. Fuck. Totally forgot the name of the game. A new sports squad has arrived in the region. Commandant, they are eager to meet with you. In addition to delivering supplies, they will also trade resources with you. Hey, what's going on, Canny Shack? Welcome to the stream. Let's try trading something with them. Got it. Regular shop unlocked. Event shop unlocked. Voucher shop. Voucher exchange unlocked. Shop is now open. Let's take a look. Purchase or exchange for items with that corresponding currency. What are these? These skins. Oh. They're like direct buys of characters. Okay, looks like they're like magazines. I'm feeling these character designs. This game absolutely refuses to get Verena. He lost your I was lucky with Changli. I got Changli in like 22 pulls, but I lost my Jeji to Encore. Voucher exchange for all the characters. Ah. Where'd you get these then? Shiny item shop and voucher exchange. My tongue's hurting, man. I've burnt my tongue. Free. Okay, so this is Skinja. This is a weapon skin then. Okay, so this is your premium currency, yeah. Okay, here we go. Right, so rainbow cards. So 5 for £1. Okay. Alright, okay. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. I lost Yoshi to Encore. Yeah, I'm kind of in that spot as well, Kanishak. I did really want to get Gigi. I did. I like, because I really like her. Like, she's a decent character, but I really like her as a character. I love her VA. I just like the old demeanor of her and everything. She's like a really cool character. But after seeing Shorekeeper's kit, I'm like, oh, you know, at least I've got the guarantee now. There is that. So, no, I don't like her personality. That's the beauty of it, isn't it? Everybody's different. Commandant, we're close to the signal source. The signal of the inner device is getting stronger. If we pass through these corrupted, then we should encounter the targets. Hold on. It's quiet. Too quiet. Cerberus would have gone in guns blazing if it were their target. This is suspicious. The signal shows that Cerberus is still moving and did not approach this location. We got ahead of them. No, I just remembered. This is the woman's modus operandi. We played right into her hand. But she tricked us. She baited us. Yeah, I feel in that, Ling Yang. I love Jian though. Great Crane's character. You want some, do you, boys? You want some as well? The corrupted have been eliminated. Anything to report? The music type. Let's go. Yeah, I think my favourite team to run like at the minute, just for fun, it's like I like running Jinsei, Changli, and Verena. I know it's not like an optimal team, but like Jinsei's super fun to use. Changli as well, man. I just like Changli's burst. Obviously, if I need to run optimal content, that's not my squad like, but it's kind of like my just my you know, busy work overworlds team really. Hello, Commandant. How are you getting along with the constructs of Grey Raven? Still getting used to the battle mechanics? Don't worry, I have some tutorials that can help you out. You are also welcome to participate in various challenges. Please make use of them to master the battle mechanics. Yeah, so I must admit the combat's got a lot more nuance than I actually thought initially. I know that they're kind of like QTEs, but I didn't realise the way they worked. I must admit I like them. Excuse me, I got hiccups. Just gonna get myself a drink again as well. Not bad. FOS Rating Committee. Okay, what's this? The FOS Rating Committee is now available. Okay. Study FOS Rating Committee. C1 Basic Controls course. Welcome to the FOS Rating Committee, where you can learn about various combat techniques. Please select Basic Controls course. No. Each course comes with multiple sections that will reward you with achievement points according to your current progress. Okay. Accumulate sufficient achievement points to unlock the battle license upgrade exam and receive an achievement point reward. To receive an A rank Omniframe choice pack. What? Is that a character thing? Okay. Alright, let's do this then. Complete the stage. First reward. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's just so. Oh, okay. What's this little plus here then? Is this to add like a cub or something? Alright, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's not the combat, I'm just not. Yeah, yeah. Can't wait till we get the RTX update for Wuthering Waves. Yay! Dodge practice. Alright. If I can dodge like I dodge my responsibilities, we should be alright. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about dodge. You did it, the enemies are practically frozen in play matrix. Ah, so it is like a perfect dodge then. Okay. Oh, shit. Ah, okay. Alright, cool. We know that anyway. We got that. We got that. You going up to 80, have you? I think a big thing that's probably holding you back now is Cal. In that content anyway. Ain't that pussy? So the aim of the game is the 3-ping meta, innit, really? You want 3 pings as much as possible because it's going to give you the maximum of whatever that ability's doing, isn't it? Okay. Okay, okay. Completed basic controls course. Woo! Gimme freebies! Freebies! We got it, yeah. What, did I get a character out of that then? Choose from choose one from 5 A rank Omniframes. Kamui, Bastion, Alia, Brilliance, Chrome Arclight, Changju, Quinlin, and number 21. How do I go and do that then? Thank you. Give me the things. Give me the things. Okay. We got a codex. Alright.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. This is like an equipment set or something. Right, 3 members reach level 50. We need to get leveled up, don't we? Where do I do that claim for that? What's it then as well? Oh. Research. Oh, okay. Remember target check event. Well, so when it said I could claim an A frame, where the fuck do I claim that then? Oh, she's an S frame anyway, isn't she? Or is it like, do I have to do something else to get there? I'm gonna try the character, just find a character and click tutorial. Pick your A rank and S rank in the base gacha. Oh, A member target, check events. Oh, looks like Scar. Oh, okay, so... Oh, and then I have to pull on it, like... She looks kind of cool. We've got to live, haven't we? That's basically give us a copy, yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely try something before I do our S rank. Elisa. She looks cool. Lucia Crimson Weave. Uniframe. So what the hell is that all about them? Oh, okay. Sick. That's pretty dope. Why don't we try her out then? Oh, here she is. Yeah, I think I've seen some combat of her actually. I think Graham Fielder used to come to my chat, asked me to check her out. Okay. Alright, that seemed kind of cool. Crimson Weave can accumulate up to 120 blade aura through pings or sundered delusion performed by pressing and holding dodge. Oh, okay. While holding the Kodachi, Crimson Weave can only use blue orb skills. Ping blue orbs to quickly slash at enemies. Interesting. Look at me, got to interaction point. Yo, she's badass. So, when it comes to the 3 pings, do they have to be connected 3 pings? So they have to be next to each other? It's kind of like a stack. They have to be 3 in a row. Okay, alright. Yeah, okay, sweet. Yeah, okay. Just like connect 3. Yeah, I really like her. I really like her. I like a dash animation as well. Hey, them titties ain't too bad either. Did you see Bianca Stigmata? No, we'll have a look. Let's have a look now, actually. Bianca Stigmata, you say? Ember, Pulse, Veritas, Plume, Rigger, Laurel Glory, Garnet, Starfarer, Stigmata. Let's give it a try. Is she the one that had the thing behind her? No, it's a different one. It looks cool though. I can't move her around. Alright, let's check it out. On blue or ping, launches a spinning slash that deals physical damage to the target and briefly pulls enemies within range, and throws a sword staff out to generate a sword shadow that continuously spins and slashes nearby enemies, dealing physical damage. Okay, so she's got a bit of CC, isn't it? I like that. It's kind of cool. On a yellow or ping, dashes forward to launch a horizontal slash and an upward thrust that knocks enemies into the air, dealing physical damage. Alright. I like her design, man. She's got huge tits, bro. I've got a claymore, isn't she really? Okay. Okay. Bro, like, holy cow, they are lethal weapons. I like her design. Yeah, she's cool as well, actually. Okay. I see. Now I'm getting overwhelmed with choices. It's like, but they're both cool. Oh, actually, let's check out what's his core skill. Where is she? And then we'll check out her core skill as well. Where are we? Yeah. Let's do that. And we'll go back to we'll do Stigmata's core skill as well. First, accumulate energy to cast Weave, Splashing Thunder. This will switch Crimson Weave's weapon to the Adachi. Okay. It's a precise attack. Control connection timeout. What do I have to do for precise that one? I'm not. The forfeit to the basic attack. Oh, pause for a moment when the blade flashes. Tap basic attack, repeat. Oh, okay, my bad. Ah, okay. I get it. No, I don't get it. So I'm waiting for the blade in her hand to actually flash her. So I'm in dodge, wait until the sword flashes and then tap basic attack repeatedly. Okay. Alright. I'm getting it. Like I said, you gotta bear with me when I'm streaming. Aphotic points can be gained by pinging orbs, unleashing sword waves, or launching resolute blow at full aura blade. Okay. Right. Press and hold dodge continuously gain blade aura. Release dodge to cast resolute blow. If cast at full blade aura, it activates selfless stance. With the Adachi in selfless stance, press and hold basic attack to cast unquenchable flare and spend all aphotic points to increase the damage of thunderous bash at downward slash. Okay, well, holding the Adachi, spend 70 energy to cast weave, chromatic. Okay. Ah, see, yo, there is quite a bit of nuance to the combat here then.
生死を分けるのは一瞬歯ごたえないわ
Alright, okay. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Easy version. Hold dodge, tapple, hold dodge, tapple. Yeah, I really like both of those actually.
この勝利が終幕ではないわ
I like her. Okay, so the combat actually does have like some nuance and definitely some timing for sure. So let's go back to Stigmata's core, shall we? Where was she? Interesting.
早急理解帰還粛清開始
The shortcut to filling the bar if you don't want to bother with pings is just hold down dodge, right? You love slow dogs. In staff form, keep tapping basic attack to launch a 5-hit attack with the sword staff. Basics are a lot faster in terms of going through them on this than Wuthering Waves. Sometimes, you know, if you spam too fast, it doesn't count. Hold on a minute. Upon entering staff form, a set of afterglow orbs will be generated above the signal orb, right? Adjacent afterglow orbs of the same color can be consumed when a luminous realm is active. Right. Stigmata is unable to trigger matrix via dodge, while in staff form, holding dodge will trigger simulated matrix instead to activate luminous realm for 4 seconds with cooldown. Press and hold dodge. Ah.
絶対に許しますダン遅すぎますダン遅すぎますさあ終焉の光を与えましょう審判を下します悪夢の終わりをここに宣告しますダンお成功6つに絶対に許しません
I don't know what I like more.
ダン遅すぎます
I don't know what I like more, man. You have to snap to reveal the top row. You want to match the top row on the bottom row of pings. Right, okay.
即戦即決
Look at those floaters. Dodge, mash orbs. Ult, tap 5 times, hold basic, attack, ult.
さあ終焉の光を与えましょう悪夢の終わりをここに宣告します絶対に許しませんダン遅すぎます停戦無駄ですさあ終焉の光を与えましょう審判を下します
When Stigmata lands on the ground, you hit ult again.
悪夢の終わりをここに宣告しますダン遅すぎます停戦無駄ですさあ終焉の光を与えましょう
Right. Okay. I like both of them actually. We're gonna learn them a little bit more, but I like both of them.
永遠の眠りにつきましょう
I don't know which one I like more though. I think I kind of might like her more. I think I just like her attack animations. I think more than anything. I think I like. Was it Crimson Weave's like her actual like rotation itself. Jeez, bro. Never talking, boys. Never talking. Now we're talking. Ping red orbs to slide around the target and deal lies damage. Ping yellow orbs to fire yellow paint forward, dealing ice damage. Ping blue orbs to splash blue paint forward, dealing ice damage to targets in the ice range. Her attacks look really cool. Plus she's got massive honkers. You know? Otherwise she says explosion. Two big reasons to get Ayla. Stigmata can do sword wave mid-air. Oh, okay, what's going on, Christian? Glodo here is free from the dorm, right? Okay. Let's have a look at her core skill. Well, we know what her core skill is, right? Right? The left side of the energy bar is the main colour that is filled up by default, right? While the right side shows a secondary colour that is currently unfilled. Making 3 ping will fill the secondary colour with the same colour as the orbs pinged. Okay, so what does the main part fill up with? Just like basic attacks, is it? When the main colour and secondary colour are different, press and hold basic attack to cast colour mix. Clash of concepts that increases Ayla's extra damage and clear the secondary colour. The main colour remains unaffected. Okay, interesting. Because I attempted it out. Right, okay. After casting pure colour, theme, emphasis, or colour mix, clash of concepts, Ayla will store 1 backup paint that has the same colour as a main colour up to 3. Right. That signature to consume 80 signature energy and activate Painter's Realm. When Ayla pings an orb within the Painter's Realm, she will ride the beam guidance and draw guide lance and draw a colourful trail, damaging the targets. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, like actually, wait, can you draw a dick then if you want? You're asking for a friend. Attempted to. It didn't quite work out. I tried. Okay, she's kind of cool. She's got giant bum as well. She's got the yams. She's yammed up. Okay. Alright. I don't know. Crimson Abyss. I think I'm gonna go with my S1. I think I'm gonna go with Crimson Weave. She's kind of cool. I like her. But I really do like that Stigmata as well. So what? I can get Ayla from the dorm. Oh, I ain't got it unlocked yet, have I? There's a customers. Elisa Echo is free and she's really fun too. Let's go for Make You Happy. We gain a strength selector free next year and you can get... Oh, really? Okay. Okay, cool then. Cool. Alright, let's continue on then, shall we? Start unlocking some more stuff then, I guess. Come on, mate. Let's do it. So what is this here then? Is that for a cub then or something? This inner device, Tifa took it off herself. It was broadcasting connection requests for mine beacons before it was taken off. So it's been like this the whole time. But what could possibly make a construct take off their inner device in a place full of the virus? Commandant, I have a bad feeling about this. Wait, there's a situation ahead. Two constructs corrupted. According to the scans, these two constructs were members of the Suzaku squad. Connecting. Hey there, congratulations. I think you owe us an explanation. Weren't you trying to take down the Iron Maiden? Little Tifa is right by her side here, dear. What? I never said a thing about her being around that signal. So you said all of that to misdirect us. Exactly. We had to secure our little treat, you know? You all have yourselves to blame. We wouldn't have had to play this little trick if it weren't so efficient on your mission. If you weren't so efficient on your mission. Impeding the mission like this, how are you going to explain to President Hassan? Compared to the competition with Inca Renault, that's nothing. You know full well, don't you, Lee? Alright, you can all continue dawdling around. We're digging in. Wait, are you really trying? Hey, disconnected. If our squad could have handled this on their own, there wouldn't be so many squads sent on this mission. Those rabid hyenas. Lee, let's start by investigating these two corrupted constructs. We'll catch up with them later. Agreed. Yeah, definitely that she is inspired by that character for sure, yeah. Liv, what's the infection status of those two Suzaku squad constructs? I am going to have to learn all the passives of these guys as well. Oh, it is. Commencing data extraction. I want to be careful doing that. He stopped the corrupted with the mere force of his presence. I'm gonna get my best score this week for PGR. I can't play Tauchi, I have way too many unclean thoughts and feel like taking a shower just to remove the shame. Utauchi, Ayla, I think it is, isn't it? Is that her name? You know, the one that was just using just painting the floor with the massive boobas. There's still 2 kilometers until the city centre. Those explosions should be Cerberus and Tifa. This is their usual commotion. Ah, there's an allied construct up ahead. Why isn't it sending out signals to identify itself? Bummer. That's a survivor from the Suzaku squad. The logs mention that their equipment has all been destroyed, including their comms. He's heading towards a swarm of corrupted by himself. Don't let him be surrounded. Quickly! Yeah. Suzaku squad member, do you read me? Oh yeah, so there's like a little cooldown when you switched off a character. Yeah, okay. We could really use another eyesight device around about now.
このくらいの傷大したことじゃない
Oh, that heal. Does it heal them when they're off field, or do they need to come on field? I'm assuming it does it while they're off field, yeah. No, we know. Oh.
闇がまとわりついてる俺は光に向かって歩く降参しないのか大きなやつに当たったら相当痛いお前ら全て粉々にしてやるぜ
Thank you. Watch out. Spider bots. Okay, that's pretty epic. I love the sound of the gun. So cool. Chanel said she's been like, nah, you do get like the fade. It does do the little fade. There is a way to get around it not working. I don't know what you have to do. Yeah, it does do like the where the character goes transparent.
さっき私足引っ張ってなかったですよね
You can get an angle on it. You can definitely get the angle on it, like. But like, if you like drag right under, the do go like transparent. But you can extreme danger recommended BP 650, current highest BP 470. What is extremely dangerous? Raising your members BP to 650. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna probably regret it, but I'm gonna do it. Let's go. His body structure is compromised all over. I'll have to perform emergency treatment. After you're done, put him in near the ISO device. If he can't recover his memory, you can only hope that he can hold on to until the purifying force arrives. Hopefully. I'm sorry, but we can't stay by your side. So please do not leave the ISO device fields. Skill over BP. Well, I might be where I'm fucked then. Wait, those corrupted ahead are behaving strangely. What? Even if the corrupted here are stronger than those outside, they should still be susceptible to damage. There are strange devices inside these corrupted. That's the core modules of ISO devices. So you mean they gain new abilities by corrupting the ISO devices? This is severe ISO device corruption. HQ didn't mention any of this, so that's why the ISO devices were sealed off before we arrived. But then, how should we deal with these new corrupted? Connecting... Hi, Grey Ravens. You again? Just a kind little reminder. There are several tricky folks ahead toward your way. What a timely reminder. Those tricky folks are already right here. So you don't need a little tip then. Their shields can be neutralized by ISO devices. If you want to destroy them, you'll need to do it within the ISO... Okay. Stop with the act. You left them for us intentionally. Oh my, you caught me. After all, dealing with these things would slow us down tremendously. Well then, give it your best. I'll be seeing you. Hold on, don't you have anything else to add? Since when did you become so fussy that you won't make... That won't make you very popular with the ladies. Sorry, but that's none of your concern. Alright, I'll give you a little something in return. A wish ticket from Cerberus. Whenever you need help or something, don't even try this. Don't expect us to clean up your mess for an empty promise. I was naive to think that you'd feel apologetic for anything. Your actions are going in the mission report. Aha, that's even less trouble for us. Teeth are getting a little bit out of hand and just slip through our fingers. So I'll have to go. I'll miss chatting with you, dear. So long. Can't talk. I can't talk. I can't read. I can't read. I can't speak. I had to admit it, but we can only trust what Vera told. Can only trust that Vera told us. What Vera told us. Whatever.
大丈夫です
Come back, buddy. Come back, little man.
闇がまとわりついてきても俺は光に向かって歩くから脱走解除脱走解除
私も行けます
Come on, buddy.
お前らすべて粉々にしてやるぜ
I'm guessing that is his dark one, yeah.
このくらいの傷大したことじゃない
戦闘終了
His ult is
お
his
次の
dark
戦
one.
闘は
whatever you
何
wanna
です
call
か
it. Yeah, she's a pistol, fusion pistol. I don't really get down with the range characters in WuWa though. You know? Dude is cooler version of Kazahana. Commandant, according to the locational data from Babylonia, Tifa is approaching our position. Commandant, your orders, please. Wait, there are other corrupted signals as well. More? Didn't we get rid of them along the way? Tifa, it's a construct we just saved. Why is he here? The virus has already corrupted his mind. That's why he's showing up as corrupted on the radar. Shall we? Tifa, please wait. He's still maintaining a part of himself, all through sheer force of will. Please, heal me. I can still fight. If you go on like this, you'll... No matter. Even so, I have to. I have to bring Tifa back and cleanse her. Cleanse? That's not possible. Looks like he's about to lose it. He's seeing hallucinations as well.
グレンは咲き乱れています
Can't just leave him here, Liv. We have to help him.
私の剣の炎は
全部出題でいいが
Oh shit!
大丈夫です
You're not real, bitch.
このくらいの傷お前らすべて粉々にしてやるぜ
グレンは咲き乱れています
Are we good? I've stabilised his cognitive functions, but he's not going to last much longer. Oh. Give Tifa's invalid device for the construct. Thank you. Suppose you're in fact reading the story, seeing lots of players skipping you. Yeah, unless something's diabolical, I tend to like to try and get a grasp of what's going on, unless it really starts to drag
お
on.
次の戦闘は何ですか
Like, I did skip it, I started to skip quite a bit in Snowbreak because they just talk for ages, and I was just like, yeah, this is boring, man. Where so far, if it's not voice acted, I need it to be quite concise, and so far it's been kind of concise. What are you trying to do with this inver device? Tifa was injected with a foreign power by an enemy. That power allowed constructs to keep their consciousness stable, even under viral influence, all while harnessing the power of the virus. But if such an immense power comes at the expense of human nature, those that master it are still slaves to the punishing virus. Even though Tifa has lost her humanity, we may still be able to recover her mind if she is connected to the Inva device. Wait for me. Tifa, I'll bring you back to Babylonia. We cannot allow him to go by himself. Gather nearby teams. Follow. We should still keep a safe distance from him. After all, we have no intel on what the Iron Maiden can do. Lucia, you know he can't be saved, right? Whether we help or not, it won't change the results. Even so, I'd still like to at least help him until his end. Oh, people in the chat, are you guys playing on PC or mobile when you play majority of games? And if you are playing on PC, not a gacha game, but have you checked out Deadlock? Game's fire. If there's a hole, there's a goal. Just don't, well, you don't look at the fireplace when you're stoking the fire, do you? Just don't expect anything to come out of it. Keep an eye out for Tifa and the movement of other corrupted. I will. Let's follow him then. Play mostly on PC. Jitterbomb Swarm, live, protect the commandant. Okay, so is that heals? So does she need to be on field to get the heals, or what? Where are they all coming from? I quite like her, you know. That's fucking true, you got him just right, he's just right. The girl asked for a turn. Alright, time to suck my now. What? Hey guys, do you want to say as well, thank you to everybody who's been watching the videos recently. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't as well, guys, I have pinned a link at the top of both the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat if you want to check out the recent videos. We did put up the quality of life changes that are coming up on Wuthering Waves. Pardon me. Earlier. Let me just check something actually. We are going to play some Deadlock a little bit later as well, boys and girls.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Blue_John_1901 followed your channel.
Yo, John, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Let's go. That's a real third date in a smoking hot chick only to find out she has a bigger unit than you and wants to put it in place he's not designed for it.
Talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face.
Get it out of my face. I know, I saw actually, Neo. I'll have a look after. I saw that you commented on it. Talk about buttered sausage. Get out of my face. Boom. Continuous explosions echo from behind the Grey Raven squad. Satellite imagery is useless now, Liv. We need a new route. Okay, scanning the geographical distribution and recalculating new routes. Found one, let's go. The question is, Neo, what are you doing in that situation? You know? This is a subway station. Yes, it's the only path around here. Subway, normally a low viral density area, but the readings are abnormally high. That must be why the Iron Maiden was so difficult to trace. She must have hidden herself underground. You're going to be sitting on a ring cushion for a few days, ain't you? It's not safe around here if you don't find an exit before it collapses. Lucia, there's a unique corrupted signal moving towards us at high speed. Got it. Clean this area up and prepare for engagement. Hey, you never know. It might be the best night of your life, bro. You know? Where am I going? Oh, shit. That's cool. I'm assuming she has to be on field to gain the heal. Or am I wrong in that? Oh, there's a little intro skill heal here as well. Yeah, that was pretty epic. Yeah, I really like her, you know. She's fun still. I know, she's only an A rank, but she's kind of cool. I just thought the weight of her immense penis weighs her down enough for me to make a clean getaway. Yeah, she's kind of cool. I like her. I just like the audio as well, man. It's like impactful. One of my favourite things about Changli, don't get me wrong, Changli's dope. But I love the sound of her attacks and stuff. It just sounds so good. You can upgrade it to S rank and beyond. Oh, okay. So wait, when you say beyond, is it like an SR, SSR or something? The Iron Maiden, Tifa lightly trailed out of the darkness. A construct lay unmoving on one of her spikes. The construct was thrown aside like trash. The body let off a dull thud as it hit the ground, causing a cloud of dust to rise. Oh, so this is Tifa. When they were calling her Tifa the Iron Maiden, I thought it was like a little girl or something. Knowing like these games. SS, SSS, and SSS Plus. Ah, okay. That's a Cerberus member? Hey, Vera, what's the situation on your end? We just saw a corpse of your squad. We almost had her, but she had something up her sleeve. I'll give you one last piece of advice. This maiden before you isn't a set of same mind. Beware. Are you not worried about your squad member? Just a dead piece of trash. Nothing but himself to blame. Damn, man. She's harsh. Ah. Alright, I'll need a little break. Vera, you... Those reckless fools. Overconfidence is a vice. Humanity will never defeat the punishing virus. How much more pain do you need to understand this plain and simple fact? Because of your naivety, this hell was unleashed upon us. It cost me my most precious commandant. But now I have the power of the Ascension Network on my side. And with this power, I will fulfill the last wish of my commandant. Okay. Commandant, I wish you could see me as I am now.
大丈夫です
Oh shit.
容赦しませんよ
このくらいの傷大したことじゃないお前らすべて粉々にしてやるぜ
Oh, fucking hell.
グレーの先に容赦しません私も行けますみんなを守るやってみせる
全部砕いていいか
大丈夫です
やっと解決
What's she doing? Get a second phase? Oh, okay.
指揮官どうだ俺の活躍
She's doing at least a decent bit of damage there, actually, though. Looks like you're ready to move past basic battle operations. Oh, it's this prick. I've seen many outstanding commandants rise through the ranks, and I see the makings of one in you. You can improve yourself by taking on these challenges. Hang in there a little longer so that it can generate more data. Feature memory rescue unlocked. Memory rescue unlocked. Special challenge. Memory rescue is a twofold rescue mission. Complete both parts and receive a 6-star memory. Cotty. Leading the mysterious organisation only briefly existed in history. What's the true identity of this mystery? Like, do you reckon we'll get some, do you reckon we'll get some what's it then? Some, like, crossover with this game and, Wuthering Waves? Because I feel like some of these characters could sit really well into the Wuthering Waves universe. First wall for many players. Oh, is it really? Oh, okay. Do you know what? Should we level up our guys a little bit? Small level at the minute. Corey's fine, but Einsteiner onwards gets crazy. Okay, thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Should we do some pulls? Come on, we're playing a gacha game. Let's fucking gamba. Let's gamba. Let's gamba, boys. Let's gamba. Let's go. 1450. Is this... Okay, so do we transfer these into this? I'm assuming, yeah? So am I better off... well, I want to get her, don't I? So we'll put on the base one. And then you guys are saying if I'm going on event, don't use the fate. What's the difference with a fate-themed construct, though? Just out of question. Obviously, I get it that it's more pulls, but, like, what's the difference? I'm not too I don't get it. Right. Okay. That's it. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Alright. So it's costing us 250. What do I use with these then? So no, wait a minute. Do these become these? Oh, yeah. Definitely not. Okay. I need to throw down in my eye. Well, yeah, you're gaining what, 1% chance, but you're like losing a 20%. Well, it's an extra, well, not 20%, but that's 20% less for PT. The swap of 1%, yeah, it definitely don't add up, does it? Just kind of remind me of the snow break pool, but just a lot better. Because the snow break pool's kind of like that. Okay, so if you get enough of these, then you can just like build the character out of it, I guess. That's kind of cool. Gamba time, boys. Gamba time. Memory Alice. Cod pack, extra large. Well, you get a shot. Oh, okay. So you don't actually like. So you don't pull the character in like one pop. The shards just add up and then. Is that how it works? Okay. Sweet. And if I can get a memory like that, what the fuck is that then? Ooh, what's this? I mean, okay, this is our A rank. Oh, gold's A rank. Okay. What the fuck colour's the fucking SN? Okay. Oh yeah, that's because we got our Guess at 10, yeah. Okay, makes sense. That was going to happen. Okay, alright, cool. I said 80% chance we get that though, yeah. So, we're guaranteed her, right? Let's go. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're cooking with bacon grease now. Weapon overclock core 2. I ain't got no more whatsoever. Okay. Let's have a look at our new chick. Oh shit, what's she carrying? Oh, okay, that's my first A yet. Oh shit, yeah, these are B's. Well, that's shit, yeah. So what's she? Physical and fire. Okay, that's kind of cool. We've got to do it up then, ain't we? Bazooka. Yeah, baby, yeah. This is here. 5-star weapon choice pack. Oh. Oh shit, I don't know. Well, that'd work with who we've just got, yeah. Would this work with my my forgot his name. Is that his fucking name? Kamui. It is, yeah. I hope so, anyway. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Sweet.
これがあればもっと強くなれる気がする。
What? The Dynamo Greatsword. Okay. Need to get the dome unlocked, don't we? Actually, what was I going to do? Was I going to have a go at this? Hey, you know what? This makes me hopeful, though. For Wuthering Waves and some of the characters we might get in the future. You know? We roll with that. Max Unit 3. Leader Solitary. Leader Skill Locked. Okay. Oh. Commandant, a new request for combat has come in from Babylonia. It's different from our typical missions. This time, Commandant, do you know anything about the memory chip? No. Your answer makes me wonder if we've been in a state of vacancy in the 6 memory slots. Correct. It's something to think about whether it's the amazing look or the inconspicuous leadership of the Commandant that has gotten us the Grey Raven this far. Hey, it's because I'm a legend. As the Commandant, you can equip and combine various memory chips for the construct through tactical support program to design a tactical plan. In this way, the construct can make use of different tactical memory data to better deal with the changes during battle. Wait, what? The memory chip tech has always been a significant and effective approach to enhance the overall battle. Is this like gear then or something? But now it was intercepted by the Ascendants. What's going on? The tactical terminal of Babylonia was recently infected by the punishing virus and it tore a tiny gap. The gap is extremely small. Records show that a central system has found and fixed this tiny gap in 0.03 seconds, but the gap happens to be where the memory data is stored. This was a well-planned and targeted attack, most likely initiated by the Ascendants. Though we've isolated the memory data that was briefly exposed, only 27.7% of the memory data is guaranteed to be uncorrupted after a thorough check. That's not good. What should we do? There's still hope, don't panic. Yes, Commandant, but according to the analysis of the early related records, Babylonia has acquired an important message. At the end of the post-pandemic age, humans once deployed a ground tactical terminal on Earth, where it was highly likely to preserve all uncorrupted original memory data. That's right. Do the Ascendants have any idea about this? I'm not 100% sure, but even if it's a risky move, it's also the only effective way to recycle the original uncorrupted memory data in the ground tactical terminal. I gotta lay down, I'm seeing doubles after eating those hot dogs. No worries, bro, no worries. Liv, have you located where the ground tactical terminal is? Commandant, I've detected 10 ground tactical terminals through data analysis and calculations. The positioning satellite detected that there was a strong reaction of the corrupted everywhere, but no sign of the Ascendants. We have to recycle all memory data before the discovery of the ground tactical terminals. The information and corruption analysis report of the 10 memory chips have already been loaded into my database. A fight is waiting for us. Right, first goal, Memory Cotty, Grey Raven, get ready for the battle. I have a bad feeling about the original memory data. Okay. Bomb explodes on death, dealing small area damage. Wait, what on the enemies? Is that why they've got these rings on? Did she just swear or something? Oh shit, I wasn't even paying attention. My life was fucking low. Oh shit, okay. Pay attention then, pay attention. What's this? Was she swearing? Is that what's happening? Oh, did we forget? Did I forget to upgrade her? Oh shit. My bad. My bad. This should be the target of our mission, the ground tactical terminal. Oh, to the damage over time. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, judging by the appearance, the tactical terminal is not damaged. Seems that the Ascendants haven't found it yet. Let's test and recycle the data leak. First, we need to activate the tactical terminal. By the way, I've discovered something. On the way here, I've explored the information about the memory data many times. Since the records were too far back, there's a severe loss of data. From the analysis of limited records, the memory data is not dangerous, but there's something wrong about the records. Such a good sleep. Well, I feel so light. Where are our bodies? Party? Protect the Commandant. Commandant, there's no more reaction. Such a familiar feeling, yet a bit different. Are you loser? Have you betrayed the Mo army? So I guess this is what the missing data abnormal reaction in the records refer to. The original memory data actually exists in such a form that's incredible. Was that like the like a digital version of a Commandant? I mean, whatever they're called, these things. Miss Cotter seems to have mistaken you with someone she knows. I sort of figured it out. Commandant, if you don't construct if you don't mind, please allow me to explain to Marshal Cotty what's going on. Go ahead. What? Does it mean we won't be able to have donuts again? I kind of feel sorry for her. Data shows that the memory prototype of Cotty died from complications of hyperglycemia caused by eating too many donuts at the age of 86. What? How did the donut enter the other stomach? Why did it turn into my blood sugar? What the fuck? What's going on? Doesn't the other stomach also grow in you? What? Let's get to the point. Anyway, since the mole war is over, I have no reason to fight anymore. She 86. What? Do you think I'd say that? Low commandant over there, here. In a word, you have to win my approval if you want me to help you. I don't care about that so-called punishing virus. It's unforgivable for it to go after me, the Great Marshal. Restore everything about the mole army back to normal. The memory, the data, save it all to win my approval. Got it? It's part of the job. That's glad to hear. Memory data integrity test passed. No sign of punishing virus corruption was detected. Carrying out memory recycle as planned. I think memories are like digital human consciousness with our bodies like... Oh, okay. First mission completed, right, Lucia? Yes, Commandant. Memory Cotty recycled. Alright, let's go. Let's get it. Yo, it's 10 past 6. Shit, I didn't even realise the time. Look at my life. I've only been live just short of 4 hours. I forgot I went live a bit late today. My bad. Okay, so how do these work then? Is this like gear in a way? 2p set. It's got to be it. So it increases our HP and our crit. 2p set extra damage bonus increased by 15% when in Matrix. Oh, okay, so that's when we get that dodge thing come up. Yeah. 4p set deals 200% damage to all enemies on screen when you enter Matrix. It's like echoes in. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Why do you equip them? Memory. Oh, here we go. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, we need to do it up down first, actually. No, wait, we need to level our weapon up, yeah. No, we did level her up, didn't we? I think we just got fucked because I was fucking around. I ain't promoted her though. I wasn't paying attention to what was happening at all.
慣れるほどに強くなる。
Fighting Will, core passive, any 3 ping gains an extra 10 energy upon a 3 ping, core passive, dark form plus passive. Hey, I gotta apologise. I was just obviously trash. That's what it was. Which is worse, really. You know? Like, I would have had an excuse if I hadn't leveled it up, because I could have been like, ah, that's why. That makes sense. It's just I suck. So, yeah. Evolve members to increase their rank. Select the corresponding rank. Each rank consists of several phases. You can expand them to view the effects of each phase when they have activated. Oh, this is what you was talking about then, yeah? Use the inverse shards of a member to activate the phase effects. When all phases are unlocked, the character will evolve to the next rank. Defense plus 5. Crit plus 5. HP plus 50. Oh, if I do that, I'm assuming. Shit, how did I get to that again? I don't rank them up. Oh, evolve, yeah. Okay. Alright. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Alright. So each one's got individual ones, so using hers is not gonna like take anything away from other characters, yeah.
この力を使えばどんな敵でも倒せます。
So she's an A rank now, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. I get it. Okay, I get it. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're starting to figure things out a little bit now. Slowly but surely. On that note, though, guys, I'm going to call it. I am going to go get some food. I'm starving, and I'll be back a little bit later. We're not going to be streaming gacha games later, though. I'm going to be playing some Deadlock. More than welcome to come hang out. But yeah, if you haven't seen it as well, game's fucking sick. It slaps so much. I'm addicted to it at the minute, actually. So we're playing a little bit of that later on. We'll be back live tomorrow. Tomorrow, I did want to get on some solo leveling on Rise today, but it's not going to happen. So I think tomorrow we're going to play some more of this and solo leveling on Rise, because I'm actually really enjoying this so far. The game's kind of fire. And then over the weekend as well, at some point, I do want to get back on Wuthering Waves, because I just want to play. But I also want to do the new event that's just dropped. And actually, is it tomorrow that we get Zhang Li Yao? Ooh, actually, might have to play tomorrow then, if we get Zhang Li Yao. At least to get him leveled up, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Guardian. Thank you, everybody who's been helpful, who plays PGR. I do appreciate all the tips. Thank you very much for that. Shout out to all the new followers as well, guys. Welcome to the channel. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. And if I don't see you later, maybe I'll see you over the weekend at some point. And if I don't see you over the weekend, have a good weekend, man. All right. And all that good stuff, you know. Stay safe, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.